Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to a Nobody Likes Onion show. Back in the morning for the first time in what feels like, Jesus Christ, how long has it been, everybody? How long has it been, everybody? A long time. And right out of the gate with the insults, Ian Hawke saying, only old people watch this show. No. A lot of old people watch this show. Yep. And a lot of young people who act like old people, you bitch. Let's pray for Ian Hawke and hope he makes a good recovery from bickering with everybody. And, let's just have a good day. Everybody should get along. What's so wrong? What's so wrong with just getting along? Huh? Hit the like buttons, everybody. Why don't we let Village Idiot be in charge of that today? How about Village Idiot and Michaela? She seems friendly. That Michaela, she's always waving a pink hand at the chat room saying, hey, I'd love to help out. Well, now you can. Hit the like button, you showers. I feel like absolute garbage. I gotta tell you, I have no idea if it's COVID or not. We do have a test here. We're gonna be taking the test today. I know for a fact these tests work. I was around people all weekend with COVID. I had no choice. And this test is from a batch of tests. I watched this test work. I watched it. So I know these work. And I'll be taking a test live on the show. I felt so shitty last night, I went straight to bed. I almost went straight to bed the minute the show was over. And I just couldn't, I didn't feel good. I got the sweats, I got the bubble guts. And it can't have anything to do with the dozen donuts I consumed yesterday. Mr. Panhandler, yeah, Joey C in the mornings. It's still a Wawa summer. I got another chilling video. I got a chilling video from that Mercenary Spider Alamar, which this guy's terrifying. This is like one of the scariest guys we have out there today. Just issuing threats. Just by the nature of his being, you know. He's an overbearing, confident, dangerous guy, and I can tell when he speaks he means what he says. And I can tell when he speaks that he has experience getting what he wants out of men. You know, a lot of these guys talk the talk, they don't walk the walk. When I see Spider Alamar talk, I know that that's a guy who's been in the shit. First of all, let's not beat around the bush. Black. Is that bad, Patrick? No, I'm just saying automatically street cred, you know. Joey C talks shit. It's like, okay, what do we got? Some sort of spaghetti noodle, hot-headed Italian here? Spider Alamar walks in the room. It's like, woo. We got a thug. We got a guy here that makes Darius Rucker look like a wimp. You know what I mean? We got a real tough guy. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Good morning. You're going to want to hit the like button. You're going to want to be a part of it. You're going to want to jump in. Could Patrick's COVID be in charge of likes today? We got to stop saying that. Because of the algorithm. You know, we're going to get this algorithm on our ass. It's going to be bad. Now, it's Tuesday morning over at Steel Toe. Is there anything worth covering over at Steel Toe this morning? Who's over there? Old Cripple Crutch? I'm watching somebody sent me a clip of another interview. I guess Steel Toe's going on interviews. I imagine when you start hemorrhaging listeners and you're trying to cross 10,000 for month. I don't even know. Are we across 10,000? I can't even keep track. What, with the trolls and all getting us? But when you try to do it for 4 or 5 months, it's got to drive you nuts. And now Steel Toes started going on shows and doing interviews with like shows that get total 500 views on a video. Not live viewers, total views. It's like a minute ago you couldn't get this guy to do anything. Now, here's how you know if Steel Toe respects you. Did he go on your show? He don't respect you. If Steel Toe thinks you're a bitch and you can be controlled, he'll go on your show. So it's like sitting around watching him like do a round table with like Little Lemmy and stuff, and like none of them are asking questions. None of them are they all let him just worm and weasel his way out with stupid answers that have nothing to do with anything. It's like, yeah, but that didn't happen, what you're saying. But nobody pushes back on him. Everybody gets mesmerized by Aaron. That's why he only does these interviews with impressionable idiots he can control. It's very, very weird. I think it's why he backed out of the Kevin interview. He can't go on with anybody he can't predict how soft and malleable their head is. And Kevin might be persistent. Kevin might ask a question and not let it go. And he cannot take that, I'll tell you that much. Hit the like button. Sketty Toothed with a $5 super chat says, just duct tape your lungs like Ray ducts tape his toes. You'll be okay. Ugh. Can I use the same roll? ATP looks too comfortable. I mean, it's so we got, when we get into ATP again, don't worry about it. We're compiling things. Just because we're not actively talking about stuff over here at The Onion, I know people go like, why no KC stuff like that? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We got tons of stuff. Today I got a cornucopia, an amazing meringue of losers that you're going to want to stick your finger in and go, ooh. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Maybe I know a little better than you. Maybe I know what audiences get tired of. I know when you need a new thing. I know when you need a taste of the old thing. Come on. Let's just have a little of this and a little of that. A comedy buffet, if you will. Mr. Panhandler, word from the desk of someone is that a daughter was unalived from the Kung flu. No. I heard Joey C met his wife while she was tricking. Listen, I don't know if this is true or not. Joey did a video talking about how he loves whores and he's a big sex guy. All these guys are sex guys, you know. And Joey did a video about how he loves whores and picking up whores and hookers, and he knows a lot about sex and his dick, and that's how he met his wife. She was hooking at a trailer park or a Stuckey's next to the cardboard coffee machine. And I guess he was like looking to pick up a hooker, and I guess they hit things off, and she's like, will you be my new Joey C daddy? I don't know. Word is she was a hooker. Word is she was a hooker. Word is her daughter was a hooker. Word is she got paid in fentanyl and went to prison while her mom was in, or took fentanyl and died while her mom was in prison she was trying to get money to get her mom out of prison, and she was turning tricks, and she got hooked up on the bad and had to stop giving up her good. And her mama raised a daughter living in the hood. And now she's dead, and Joey C's mad, and that should get you caught up. Okay? Hit the like button. We're doing it. We're having it. We're doing it. Nobody Likes Onions is the website. I want to remind everybody we make our money here by you joining the Overdose and getting access to these shows and more by becoming a member. $9 a month if you use promo code again over at nobodylikesonions.com/overdose. We'll get you full access to everything we've ever done. A lot of people are asking where certain shows are. Where's the spa show? Where's the show with Kevin Brennan calling in from August 31st? Some stuff is not on you. Look, it's why it's called Overdose Light. Every once in a while, some of the stuff doesn't make it here on YouTube to the Overdose Light level. It's over in the full fat Overdose. at nobodylikesonions.com/overdose. So those shows are, everything is up except last night's show. Everything is up, and we're going to be doing more and more member exclusives here on the regular morning show as well. So you're going to want to become a member, at least the $1.99 member here on the website, but I encourage everybody to become a full Overdose member if you haven't had a chance to do that. It means so much to me and my family. It means so much to me and my family, and we've got a lot of tests to pay for over here, you know?
God damn it. Oh, no. Oh, no. God damn it. Woke up in wet sheets, had the bubble guts yesterday, had the shiver to me timbers last night. Either that or April pissed the bed again. Hit my like button. In all seriousness, to quote my great friend Gino Visconti, COVID is the flu with a better publicist.
Whoa, I never really thought about it that way. Gino. Gino is a guy who would say that. How many people did you hear say that in the middle of the pandemic? COVID's pretty much the flu with a better publicist. It's like, great one, Gino. And apparently, word on the street from one of my little birdies this morning in my email, keep me posted. You know who you are. And let me pull up this email to read you the exact words, because I don't want to get anything wrong. I already deleted it. Anyway, I'll paraphrase it. Who cares if I get it wrong? So apparently, you know, Keanu and Chrissy Mayer, who I don't know. I have no experience. I'm not one of these guys like Chad, where I'm just going to start piling on Chrissy Mayer. I don't know anything about her. She seems lovely, unfortunate teeth, severe features. Okay, but we all have that. I'm sorry, do you have the best teeth? So anyway, hold on. Gino made stickers and sold stickers that said that. The flu with a better publicist. Yikes. Remember when he tried to, like, when the MLC store launched and he was like, Gino does sell merch, actually. And it was like pointing to it. It's like, oh, God. Oh, God. And then now the MLC store started selling merch again. I don't know what's happening, but people are buying MLC stuff left and right again. So I can't, and I can't promise how long that store will even be up. The minute Kevin decides to rip it all down, we'll rip it all down. But yeah, grab your MLC merch, I guess, before it's too late. I know the Ghost of Mr. P just grabbed 3 of his own Ghost of Mr. P shirts. Is that doxing? But anyway, yeah, I don't know. We'll be taking the test here in just a minute. I hope I'm okay. I hope I'm fine. But yeah, I don't know. All right, let me look into Steel Toe real quick, because I have missed Steel Toe. I haven't looked into Steel Toe in a week or two. We haven't watched them really. I know Toucan Sambo has some good clips, so maybe we'll go look at those. Am I allowed to do that? I know Toucan Samby. Is it? I will just say Toucan Sambo, because I don't know if it's the guy or not. I know he's mad at me now, and I know he's attacking Melton now, but are we still allowed to use your clips on the program here? Is that a conflict of interest? I like what you do. I'm a fan. I don't have any problem with the Spurgs who have a problem with me. So keep clipping me. You're welcome. You have my permission. Arigato. But are we allowed to use your clips to watch? Like, you can make Melton clips for other people. It's fine. But are we allowed to use your clips of Steel Toe on this show? Is that a conflict of interest? You hate me and Steel Toe now. Is it rude if I use your I don't really care. I just want you to know that I'm a big fan, and I hope we can work things out. This has been a big misunderstanding. Black Eyed Sue, Greg, that's it. I couldn't figure it out. Tiny teeth. What are you saying? Greg says it's her gums that are the problem, bub. You're saying she has too much gum to too much teeth ratio. Chrissy Mayer's gums are an orthodontist strobe light. That doesn't even make sense. I don't know. What orthodontist do you go to that uses a strobe light? Toucan Samby has been confirmed as Toucan Sam. Yeah, but is that real? Citizen M, let's go see. Citizen M channel trailer. Yeah, maybe that is real Citizen M. I can't even tell anymore. But Citizen M is a little weird with some of that stuff. He can't let go of some stuff. It gets like in his head, and he just like can't stop fixating on it. And I feel like you do get in your own way. You gotta like, you know what I mean? It'd be like fighting Sam V about stuff. Ian Hawk. It's like you gotta. At some point, you've let yourself get roped into this heated argument with a nobody on the internet. You know, like it is, in some ways, it is like me blocking Sam V on our Discord is like a giant bow of respect to the man. It's like he just starts fights with everybody, and he's so good at it, you know, that you'll find yourself roped into it. It's why it's just like, all right, I got to turn you off because I have too much stuff to do. I can't be roped into a dumb argument about whether or not Ian Hawk's a bitch or you're Ian Hawk's child. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? You know, like I don't even understand. I don't even understand what we're fighting about anymore. Can't we just learn to love? Can't we just learn to love? All right. Special guest and Saving Perry Caravello from Tom is the title of this video. And by the way, they're killing us. 232 watching to our 170. People don't even understand that NLO is on in the morning anymore. I didn't tweet it. If somebody could make a nice tweet and mention NLO with a link to today's show so I can retweet it, that'd be great. That'd be great. If somebody could tag NLO in a really nice, well-formatted tweet with the link to today's show. I forgot to do that this morning. Again, I felt like shit. I woke up, I was like, usually I try to eat some breakfast so I can have, like, because I don't like to eat when I wake up, but I'll usually wake up around 2:30, try to have some coffee, try to eat something, because 2 hours into doing the show, I'll get a little peckish. I'll start feeling weak. I'll start getting hunger pangs in my enormous tummy. And so I try to eat before a show, but like this morning I'm sitting there forcing myself. I don't have any energy. All right, let me see what they're talking about today.
What an asshole.
Yeah,
man.
It doesn't sound like the human equivalent to, prodding.
No, they got a $310 goal today. I don't know. Somebody told me Chandler's mod over there now. And back over there giving, which is great. I just hope he doesn't come in and sweep. I don't mind even if Chandler gave a set $100 a day to them over there. Like, fine. Again, counting other men's money and trying to control it's insane. But it's when they have like 112 to go, 140 to go, and he just clears it up. When there's 75 to go and he just takes it out. When there's 125 to go and he just takes it out. When there's 200 to go and he takes it out. I don't like that. It's like literally then there's no goal. You just know you got a guy who bats cleanup and he's going to come. I don't even know baseball stuff. Is that the word?
If I'm supposed to be really, really excited.
What's going on now?
Or really disappointed.
Yeah, that we beat the Buffalo Bills. Or if I'm supposed to be mortified that the franchise quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks in the league that we acquired in the offseason, is probably done for the rest of, if not a big chunk of the entire season. If you didn't watch Monday Night Football,
I don't understand. Somebody just tell me where these mannerisms come from. What is this thing that, I don't know if we won football or football won us. And I don't know if we should be excited that the Bills won and the Bears won. What is this hand thing that these guys do? All of them do this. The whole show, they have to do this with their hand. I don't know if the Bears won or the Bulls won or but these guys it's always with this hand. Always, constantly. He never stops with this hand. Ray's thing is a different thing where he has to mime everything. That's a different. This flailing hand thing into arms crossed and security, protection, back into like flailing hand stuff. It's from having tits. I have tits. I'm not ever worried about covering these memories ever. It's Midwestern Queen speak. Wow, maybe. I mean, he just can't stop doing it.
How long are you out? And it'll say with a torn Achilles and
People are saying, "How long are you out?" And I tell them, "It's like, why is your hand moving at the camera? Why do you have to point at chat words you're saying?" Mr. Whoever the fuck says, yeah, and that's just
percent of NFL players to suffer an Achilles tear never return to the professional level of competition. And that's like that's like 20 somethings tearing their Achilles.
Is it me or does Johnny Crutches have two shirts while we're at this? You know, I feel like Johnny Crutches wears this shirt every other show. I really don't understand. Has anybody noticed that? This is like one of Johnny Crutch's uniform shirts. Drink local. Who is that on his t-shirt? I don't know who's you're saying who's on Mooby's shirt? I'm not sure. Always funny to watch Aaron talk about manly things like football. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is like, what is this show anymore? Let me get this straight. You cover wrestling stuff, trans and race news, football. He's on his phone now.
Thing.
Uh-oh.
Someone send him a box of cheese and say something to rest your leg on.
Wait a minute. People, Johnny, I have an announcement to make. I did not know that our locals was even up and running yet. I was going to work on that yesterday, and the kids were here, so I never got time.
Holy
Apparently,
shit.
3 people have already, or no, third person podcast joined our locals for $30.
Cool.
I didn't know that our, God, I suck at this shit. I didn't know that our locals had launched. So
It still very much sounds like a swingers thing to me.
yeah.
I'm going to say it's setting off alarm bells I have where I'm like, hold on a minute.
So they're starting a locals. For people who don't know, this is what's his name? Who's that fucking comedian that's now a political guy who started local? Dave. Fuck, I can't think of his name. Anyway, locals is another one of these platforms trying to be their own thing. It's basically Patreon kind of meets Rumble, kind of meets YouTube memberships. It's just another platform. You know, let's not forget Aaron has a Patreon. Aaron has a Patreon with a smackling of subscribers. No, not Dave Portnoy. Dave Rubin. Yeah. Who's nowhere near as annoying to me as Dave Portnoy. But either way, you know, this idea that Aaron has, he's literally doing what every loser does right before they die. He knows he's going to lose his YouTube channel. He sees the writing on the wall. This guy, he has 1 or 2 strikes. I forget. I don't even know. But he knows the writing's on the wall, and he's spinning up all these things. It's like if you ever wonder why I promote the Overdose so much, it's like, this is our thing. I appreciate everybody who joins the Overdose light level here and joins the levels here. If you can afford to, I encourage you to do both. You know, you'll get everything over at the Overdose anyway, but also it's just another platform. It's worth diversifying for me to get you off whatever this is and to get over on that, so that if this ever goes away, I got you on that. It's also why we're doing the voice chat thing and the new super chat system and all this stuff. Is the idea of it is to be platform agnostic, is to not be dependent on all these guys anymore. You know, a lot of these guys, if their YouTube goes away, they lose their livelihood. I mean, that's everything they do comes from YouTube. Every bit of money they make. And it's important to them. And imagine losing that overnight. You see what happened. Some of these guys panic. And then they realize that they've got to build and start making plans for an alternative. And that's what happens now. So Aaron does this thing. By the way, Barrister, thank you. You skipped your krill breakfast today. I did. I did. I didn't suck them in through my teeth as I swim through the mighty oceans. So now Aaron's building out locals. So he's going to have like Rumble, YouTube, locals, Facebook, PayPal, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, StreamYard, Venmo, locals, PayPal, Soapbox, Kickstart. He's going to be making $100 from 9 different services. It's going to be great. Steel Toe is going to Twitch. My prediction, I have no proof. I mean, they got kicked off Twitch, so I doubt it. Keep up. They got kicked off Twitch, so now they're doing locals, and then he acts like they have this team. Remember, his team consists of him and his dumb bitch Wood's wife, who he doesn't trust or allow to do anything. April doesn't have the passwords to anything. April's not allowed. I mean, we've heard all these conversations live on the air. These are facts. April doesn't have the passwords to stuff. April's not allowed to change things. April's not allowed to program the shows. April isn't allowed to do anything yet. She's the general manager of Steel Toe Entertainment. What that means to me is that if anything legal happens, he wants her to take the fall for it. I'm not she's the GM. She handles the operations, even though she's not allowed to do any of it. So, like, when the attorney general does finally catch up and start looking into this case, you know, these guys, I love them. They're all like, clearly we're not doing anything wrong. No one said anything. It's like these investigations take years sometimes for small fry little idiots like you. So if the attorney general ever does get to it and start looking into it, they're going to come after April. Fake mommy is in charge. But he does this thing where he's like, I didn't even know our locals launched. I didn't even know it was launched today. It's like, you're the only one who would know. You set up a locals and you set the prices and then you got bored and walked away. Well, guess what? It's open. It's active. I didn't even know our locals had launched. You don't launch things. You're not a guy who plans things and has launches. There's no product launches. There's no event announcements. There's even the coffee thing was kind of it's here, only it's not here. We're building a website. Check out next week. It's finally here. Only one kind of it in a certain bag. You got to go to crescentmountain.shopify.crescentmountain.shop/crescentmountain/support.steeltoe/april-bean/com. You guys suck at, you don't announce things. You don't make big things. Like, I didn't know our locals had launched. Oh, were you planning a big to-do about that? Let me explain something. You have tickets for an event in 2021 for sale on your website. The big 9th anniversary show that just passed last month, you never put tickets for that up for sale. You couldn't figure out how to get the show from 2021 off your website to put the 2023 show up for sale. So here we are after the 2023 show, and the 2021 tickets are still up for sale. Because we don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're Steel Toe. We don't know what the fuck's going on. We're dumb as shit over here. Anybody got our password? Anybody know how to fix anything? crescentmountain.coffee/magicbean.shirt.hoodie/ironon.com. Remember them talking about merch? Like, here's a little secret. Merch doesn't sell. Here's a little secret. It does. If I don't get 5 orders a day, I start getting real antsy over here. NobodyLikesOnions.com/store. We got merch, and it does sell. I got 30 hats on sale right now for at least one more week, and you're going to find a hat you like. Dad hats, fitted hats, snapback hats, structured hats, loose hats. We got beanies. You'll find a hat you like. And calm down, God. Maybe we'll have bucket hats soon. You'll find a hat you like. Merch doesn't sell. What? No, when your wife smells like shrimp and is covered in sticky eggs and irons on the logo, then your merch doesn't sell. That's a complete shitbag, ugly ass move. If you have decent merch and promote it the correct way and know what you're doing, you sell merch. You just do. NobodyLikesOnions.com/store. By the way, if you're an Overdose member over there for $9 a month, which I promoted earlier, you'll save 15% on every bit of merch we ever have automatically. The price just comes off in your cart. You don't get that with Overdose Light. You only get that with the full fat Overdose. NobodyLikesAngs.com. Stop saying full fat, you fat fuck. Lance checking in. How's your aunt? Patrick, I'm working on getting testimony on paper, but I have info from inside sources that April has started staying at her parents' house when April has the kids. What a bombshell. What a bombshell. Can you imagine this if this was true? Now I know it's not, but it's fun speculating. Imagine Aaron has his children come over from his previous failed marriage. These two little burdens with their little suitcases, you know, coming over to stay with daddy and fake mommy. We're going to stay with daddy in his new cum sleeve. Daddy, was mommy too fat and ugly and you had to start fucking other women? Why wasn't mommy good enough, daddy? Ah! How long are you gonna fuck this Woods girl? She smells like Jaeger and cum. So April has to take a pillow and get in her car and just start driving over to her parents' house to spend the night. I can't stand the smell of his children. They smell like Ashley LaRue. They smell like her. And then they come in my house, which I've worked all week to get all egged up. I've been simmering shrimp for 72 hours. And then these kids come in smelling like Ashley LaRue. And he can't stand it because Ashley LaRue smells like a mom. Ashley LaRue smells like a responsible woman with a life who's happy. April smells like an unsure bitch who quit the factory. There was an argument. I don't know if this is one of Toucan Sambo's clips or not. We'll have to look it up. Maybe we'll pull that up now. Maybe we just pull that up now. What are they talking about?
Full blast, immediate. So they use these incidences and this stuff to kind of just turn up the heat just a little bit, 1 degree at a time. So we just sit there and slowly cook until next thing you know, dinner is served and we're done.
Classic crutches, huh? Who knows what he's talking about, but it sounds smart. It sounds smart. All right, let's pull up tribute to our Toucan Sambo. This guy's killing it over on the Steel Toe Boring Show Reddit. I hope, again, I know he hates me. This is going to make him even more mad. Don't use my clips. You're not authorized. You're not authorized to use my clips. What is this one? This is wild. Hold on. Oh, this is just her shaking. Is there audio or is this just video of her shaking? Oh, God.
Got about 5.5 minutes to knock out the last $90. There's $5 from D Gulag. Thank you very much. That's going to start us off. 85 away from pay dirt. Remember, every dollar we go over on the goal, half of it goes to Redbeard. So for old Redbeard 313, let's knock out the goal.
He always has, by the way, for a guy who can't raise enough money for his family, for a guy who's always talking about we may have to quit, you know, he'll let you know that he's doing great and they're killing it and their numbers are growing and bigger than ever. Let's not forget, weeks ago he was doing a show like, if we look, I know times are tough. Every time he doesn't hit the goal, times are tough. It's the economy. It's Biden. And he lets you know, like, if we don't have enough to survive, we may have, the show may not make it. But if you're ever like, the show's not growing and it's not doing well, they do this thing. It's like, what are you talking about? Our show's killing it. It's like, well, which is it?
Half hour of overtime, and then we'll add to our total that we're going to contribute to his GoFundMe at the end of the week.
So he's always raising money, half the money to Gino, half the money to Redbeard. I don't even know who Redbeard is. I get it. Probably YouTube or something. But, why? Why? You guys can't ever hit the goal on your own. I mean, they have 310 to do today. They're down to 280. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on it. But, I don't even know what this is. Not safe for work. We'll skip that. Aaron gets close to 0 engagement on his Twitter. I was pointing this out earlier. For a guy with 60,000 viewers, he says, and all this stuff. Go look at Aaron's Twitter. There's no engagement. This guy gets no likes. And every once in a while, you will see 3 comments on a tweet, and you go look at them, and they're all just calling him Mooby or Big Tits or calling him out for one of the many lies he's told that day. I mean close to nothing. Like, there's nothing real on his Twitter at all except trolls and haters. And he'll have you think he's a bigger show than everybody. And that's just not right. That's just not right. You know what else is not right? Our likes. Our likes. So why don't you hit the button? By the way, did somebody tweet that? Can I retweet it? It looks like you guys did. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Who's got a nice one? Rick's Rings and Wings. I'm not going to do that one. You're a piece of shit. It's PM in the AM and hello mornings are back. That's not the branding we're using anymore. Come on. My girlfriend's husband is live. I like that one. That's the best one. All right, we're retweeting Greg Edwards. We're retweeting Greg Edwards. I just wrote, yay! And retweeted him. That'll get him in here. Hit the like button, you fucking idiots. Or I swear to God, who is it? Michaela and I forget who else we put. Village Idiot or somebody, right? I forget who we put in charge of stuff. Lance wants to be in charge of likes on Thursday. Everybody's in charge of likes. Aaron tries to paint himself as a veteran of broadcasting, but he never made it out of boot camp. I mean, the guy's just... I almost like it's not even worth arguing anymore. Like, he's so delusional about everything. Like, it really doesn't. He'll have a red shirt on and he'll argue with you that it's blue and then call you an idiot and a delusional, in denial guy. And we're all sitting here staring at his red shirt. So I don't know who's dumber. Someone who will sit there and argue with that, or the guy who's denying the reality plainly displayed in front of him. But either way, it seems fucking retarded, and I don't know if I want to be involved in it. Every day, I just got to come on and tell you that Aaron's lying about the same thing over and over again, like the boxing match. The boxing match shall just go away because Aaron made it go away. And I look, you can go back and be like, well, Melton won't even talk about it now. It's like, what do you want to talk about? He challenged me to a boxing match. I've accepted it. He's like, why won't he get in touch with me? It's like, I've called his cell phone number. I've emailed him. I've tweeted him now that remember, he unblocked me now to not look like a pussy, yet he won't engage at all. He won't engage at all. So it's like, I might as well be blocked. He'll talk about me in a thread I'm in like I'm not there, but won't engage with me at all. And I'm supposed to be the pussy because Patrick won't box. It's like, this guy won't. He said it all. He said it all. He issued the whole challenge. I accept. Let me know when and where. And then his whole thing is like, yeah. So it's like, okay. I guess there shall be no boxing match. I guess there'll be no boxing match. And by the way, that'll all fade. And in Aaron's mind, he will fuse this memory in his stupid brain that Melton ran away. Melton wasn't willing to do it. And it's like Alex Stein says he's going to arrange it. We've seen what it looks like whenever Alex Stein tries to put something together. So it's like, yeah, who's the loser? Who's the idiot? Melton? Right. Because Melton did issue the boxing challenge and then back down from it. So whatever reality you want it to be, doesn't make it real, but if you want to believe it, it's fine.
I died.
That guy better be fucking dead or I don't want to. You know what? That needs to be our attitude with COVID. And, you know, Gino gets this, too, from people. They're like, why are you talking about it then? I have an audience.
Because they're controlling our life.
I have 700 to 800 people at any second listening.
April said we have to talk about COVID because they're controlling our life. We have to talk about COVID because it's controlling our life. What's going on with controlling your life. I mean, I got to tell you, until this weekend when I was around people who were testing positive for COVID, I haven't thought about COVID in well over a year. I mean, COVID. Hello? I mean, this is nothing. This is a nothing thing that no one's afraid of unless you're moody and you're running to the Ministry of Health going, please, Papa, another booster. You know, but I guess it's popping off again. Everybody's catching the COVID again. And Aaron feels like it's a responsibility to tell his audience, because April said it's ruining our life. They're controlling our life. Name one way COVID has controlled your life in the past year. Name one. I'm waiting, April. Surprise tests at work? Did you get fired because of COVID? Has your pay been reduced, or your benefits been cut, or you've been criticized or ostracized or excluded from some group or club or activity? Have you been restricted from travel? Could you not check into some hotel? Was there a rental car you were unable to procure? Name one way your life has been controlled by people from COVID. I mean, what an insane statement. We have to let people know they're controlling our life. Who?
Talking about it then. I have an audience.
Because they're controlling our life.
Because they're controlling our life? Who?
700 to 800 people at any second listening to my voice. I have a few thousand people every day listening to my voice. And every month I have about combined Rumble and YouTube, 60,000 people.
With the
60,000. He thinks they're different people. Every day I have 400 people listening. Every day I have thousands of people listening. And then every month I have 60,000. He thinks every day it's a different 400 people. Because let's make no mistake about it. That's what it would take to equal 60,000 people. I mean, not even, right? Let's say 500 a day for 30 days. Let's say you do a show every day. 500 a day for 30 days. 500 a day for 28 days is 14,000 people. He says he has 60,000. That means 2,000 different eyeballs a day. Every day, not just show days, every day, 2,000 different people see his content. He thinks it's a different. It'd be like if I was going like, all right, let's check in with the chat. Beloved chatter, hey, I've seen you before. It's supposed to be a different 500 people every morning. Why is beloved chatter here? Get out of here. Give the others a turn at the old steel toe. He really believes that. He really believes that. And look, I'm not saying you don't get higher unique views than you do. Sure, there's people who only check out 2 shows a month. There are people who only check out 1 show a month. But this is some fuzzy math when he talks about 60,000 people watching him. And he has a responsibility to educate those people about COVID.
Humble brags.
That watch our content. If I can reach a few of them and make them laugh, because I feel like the Africa bit and all that stuff, that's like the sugar with the medicine.
Yeah.
And then inside of the
all my racist stuff, that's just the icing on top of my bigot cake.
Down.
And playing Erica and doing voices and stuff like that. And doing shit like that.
You know how black people talk. Iba baba bee-boo. That's just the icing on top. We have a fun show here. You know, we talk about the Africa stuff and the virus. That's just the bonus. Iba baba bee-boo. I'm sorry, what?
Shaka. That stuff makes people laugh. And then when they're ha, 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 and when they're ha, 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 and you just kind of throw that little pill right in their mouth.
I get them laughing about Shaka, and then we educate them on the vaccine.
And then
Iba baba bee-boo.
Hopefully a few hundred of them. And look, I'm not saying, like, I don't do shit. You don't do shit, whatever. I just want you to notice. I just want you. It's better to know you're being fucked with than to wonder.
It is.
And
It
so I at
absolutely
least
is.
want to let people know.
Well, if you're watching Steel Toe, you're being fucked
Podcast,
with.
we talked about football. We talked about boxing. It was a really great time. I think I was supposed to be there for an hour and a half, and it ended up being like 2.5 hours. Those guys were a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah, so go check it out. It's if somebody has the link to it. I know I retweeted it yesterday, so you can find it there. But Lil Mir and Dr. Chow and Addicted to Profits. David was there. I love that guy.
So this is what I mean. Addicted to Profits. I love that guy. Little me, I love that guy. These are, and again, I don't know the guys personally. I have no clue. But as far as this universe goes, they're some of the biggest, most disrespected losers in the game. There's hardly anyone in this universe talked about with more disdain and less respect than Chow, Mir, Joey C, etc. Addicted to Profits is a locale of epic proportions. A confirmed poor Bahamian monster who is now relegated to tipping $5 at a time to hope Kevin accepts him back. I can't afford hundreds anymore. $5 at a time, please. Love me. But this is where Steel Toe is now. BYB, Little Mir, and talking about them like they're stars. Remember, he's out of the Dabbleverse game. He's out of the Mudverse. He can't lay low with these sharks anymore. He can't get down and mix it up with these losers. It's bringing his show down. His show has a mainstream audience. So he can't fuck with Melton and Chad Zumach and Kevin Brennan and Bob Levy. He's got to leave that toxicity behind. He's moved on to bigger and better things. Chow, Mir, BYB. Right. All these guys, here's what they're doing. They're here and they're literally like regressing and becoming bigger losers while telling you that they're climbing ladder. Steel Toe used to be on MLC. Steel Toe used to go on the Shuli Network. Steel Toe used to talk to Bob Levy and be friends with Kevin Brennan and be planning events and invited to things with WATP and stuff. Now it's even Carl is starting to go like, what is this dude's problem? Why can't he join us here on Earth? And meanwhile, this dude is turning down interviews now with people like Kevin from MLC. He would never face somebody like me who won't let things go and knows what questions to ask to break a man. No, he'll go on with Little Mir. He'll go on with BYB. He'll go on with Little Lemmy. Because Little Lemmy is a little lemming. No matter how much she wants to think, she's an independent thinker who's really got some ideas. I mean, this is a universe full of the broken. And now we're watching him become, like, as he tells you he's growing and becoming bigger than ever, he's relegated to doing shows with the biggest losers. Again, some of these videos, total 500 views. Total. So it's not even like he's going on interviews to grow because there's no growth potential from these shows. It's almost like just to get out there and be like, we're doing fine over here at Steel Toe. We're doing fine over here at Steel Toe. ATP cried about why Melton didn't bother him whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, ATP stopped eating, said he got depressed, got really, really down and introverted and stayed inside, became a recluse. And just like Drunk on Cringe is doing right now. He's not dead. He's boarded up his windows and he's trying to think of a new domain to buy. What can I become? What will I be next? I'm going to find a new community to belong to. Somewhere where they don't make fun of me, where I'm looking cool. Perhaps I go somewhere with autistic losers who don't do mean-spirited things to me. Somewhere perhaps where they encourage my milk drinking. If I don't look retarded for just guzzling white drinks. I'm going to find a new community. Perhaps some old women who are into making crafts. Perhaps I get a sponsorship for my show from Michaels. Humble brag. Either way, I find out new community to belong to. It's going to be fantastic. I don't see the problem. I find a new community. Everything's going to be fine.
Guy. He's really awesome. And then after the show, he goes, "Thanks for coming on with us." And he sends us $100. To the show. And I'm like, well, that's not necessary. I didn't say I wanted money for this. And he just threw it to us. So I put it towards the goal for today. Today's goal.
That's nice of you. Technically, that was a payment for you.
Yeah, but you know what? We're only 160 away on a Rumble Friday, so that'll be nice.
We don't hit goals. So anything I can do to fudge the math and make it seem like we're doing well, that's what we do over here. Every day there's a goal gimmick. Have you noticed this? Today it's anything over the thing we're going to split with the guy. Everything's a goal gimmick.
It's an easy to hit. Plus, if we go over by 100, if we take back Tuesday, we'll do an hour of overtime today. Or at least I can do an hour of overtime. Johnny doesn't have to if he's got something to do.
No, I don't have shit.
He has nothing.
So we'll do an hour of overtime if we hit 260.
The only thing on his to-do list is die soon
today, but 160 is the goal. MSO says that's cheating. Wait, why is that cheating? I know it's a competition for you and I, but that's not cheating. I did it.
One of the gayest,
One
weirdest.
of those idiots who gets a wedding ring tattooed.
You said tartooed.
Oh, tartooed. Yeah, you don't want to get it tartooed either.
I would never do such a thing. Like my tattoos, I only have 2 of them, and they both mean something to me, and I both thought about them for a long time. So.
Sage simply says, never, ever get a spouse tattoo.
No.
Lesson fucking learned. Well,
No.
April had a tinier vagina tattooed on her enormous vagina.
there you go.
That's the truth. Don't get your boyfriends and girlfriends. I mean, kids are kind of, I even think the kid one's kind of gay, because what if your kid doesn't like you someday and now you have your kid's name on you? I don't know.
Yeah, you always got to account for the fact that whoever you're tattooing on your body could turn out to hate your fucking guts one day.
Yeah.
So always kind of keep that in the back. Do I feel like having that on my body if this person turns out to think I'm a piece of shit?
You'd like to think your kids are pretty permanent in your life, but
Right.
there is a chance of a falling out.
But Aaron talks mad shit about them and exposes insane personal details on his show. So the likelihood of his kids realizing what an embarrassing boob their father is and turning on him one day, it's not like this couldn't happen.
Bruno. Hey, okay, we're locking up the door. Oh, he's
This one's just called Dumb Girl Ape. I don't even know why, but I'm curious.
right there. Look at this.
Whoa!
Hey, just because he's a black bear doesn't mean he needs to be racially slurred at.
She is a comedy goldmine.
No. How could Kevin root for someone to fail? I have
Look at her. This is great. I imagine, look, like it or not, say whatever you want about Steel Toe. There have to be moments, April sitting there listening to this guy lie, where she's just going in her head like, that's not true. We're not making more than ever. We don't have more viewers than ever. I haven't ironed on anything to any merch in months. We don't sell anything. Remember, they couldn't afford hats? We have 3,000 hats for sale over at nobodylikescience.com/store. They come on a show and they're like, we can't afford hats. We'd love to do steel toe hats. We're thinking about it. We've priced them out. It's maybe one day 60,000 viewers. 60,000 viewers. You can't sell hats. We don't have the budget right now. Things are tight here at Steel Toe. We're always hitting the goal.
thousands of people rooting for me to fail every day. It's great motivation. It's lovely because you get to watch them fail every day.
What?
The only thing
He just said he watches thousands of people fail every day.
is they have to fail every day. I only have to fail once. But so far, it's 100-0. But all these guys are, like, oh, I can't.
Hold on. It was thousands a minute ago. Now it's 100-0. Look at her face while he just mumbles through this insane cope. It's not even about anything specific. He's just coping.
Can't believe Kevin's rooting for them to fail. That's what all this is. Everybody's always rooting for someone else to fail. And they're like, oh, but if you root for them to fail and they fail.
Play it again. I gotta see it again.
No, how could Kevin root for someone to fail? I have thousands of people rooting for me to fail every day. It's great motivation. It's lovely because you get to watch them fail every day.
I have thousands of people rooting for me to fail every day. It's great because I get to watch them fail every day. And then he says it's 100-0. Hold on, if it's thousands, then it shouldn't be 100-0. It should be thousands to 0. Because Aaron's never lost once, so it's definitely 0.
The only thing is they have to fail every day. I only have to fail once.
Look at her eyes darting around like, what the fuck is he talking about?
But so far, it's 100-0. But all these guys are, like, oh, I can't believe Kevin's rooting for them to fail. That's what all this is. Everybody's always rooting for someone else to fail. And they're like, oh, but if you root for them to fail and they fail.
Fucking hell. It's just as insane as Kevin going on and on about L's and taking L's and stuff. Brian K, 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. We appreciate you over here at the Nobody Likes Onions program. We got Doodle, Genta, Disgracie, King of Cali, and SF. All gifted memberships by Brian K. I grew up with a Brian K. He was actually on the show once, way back in the early days. Real piece of work. Lawyer, I think. Mr. Panhandler, I don't care one or the other about Aaron, but there's no way he could handle the MLC chat. I mean, look, you guys think you're like tough and like hardcore. Like, no, it's a chat room. Like, all these guys are, I swear to God, like, really, all these guys are pussies. And I know I'll rant and go off on chat people. It's part of the show. It's part of the show. But I love that, like, you sound like Chad. Like, you got to admit, MLC's the most savage, brutal podcast. It's like, Kevin won't let you say Negro or fag. Yeah, it's real hardcore. You can't say that. You can't do that. We don't get political. Yeah, it's real hardcore. It's real tough. You couldn't handle the MLC chat. Why? Why? It's just guys with words. I mean, I know what you're saying. Aaron, it would eat him alive, but I like all these guys who think that are pussies. All the guy who thinks that is that's a tough chat. It's like, what does that even mean? Oh, they're mean? Oh, they say mean stuff? My chat says mean stuff about me all day. Get it? There's 9 guys in here who do nothing but all day try to throw me off my game with hate. And sometimes it works. But you know what I mean? It's like letting that affect your real life in any way is fucking insane. Is really insane. Barrister, watching April is watching a woman dreaming of getting dicked down by another man. I mean, she brings Gino up now. She brings Gino up now like he's a hero. Like he could save her from Moopy and all this stuff. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. They were meanie bajeanies to Fred Stoller. I mean, but that's the problem is like, you don't get to decide you're going to do. We do a serious interview podcast with celebrities here. And then 4 days a week, we talk about Little Mir and Jake Hudson. It's like, okay, well, I mean, don't get upset when it seems like we don't know what the fuck your show is and we're a little confused by it. My throat's starting to hurt again. It might be time. It might be time, everybody. Maybe we do this now. Get your votes in. What do you think the results are going to be? I don't know. I really don't know. I slept okay, but I do have a pain in my throat and drip, which is not fun. And I'm just wondering if we have the coof. But we're going to do a test right now together live on the show and see. So we're going to open up the old packet. We have it. We're having it. We'll get this set up to receive some of the drips. So we are at a clean test here. We're going to take 15 minutes to do this. Let me put this desiccant back in. We have our swab. You're guessing the common cold. I hope it's something that clears up quick. And I hope I don't sneeze or vomit from this. These are the worst. Five complete turns in each nostril, really scrubbing the walls, you know, like Mooby does with his tiny penis. Did you pee on it? Come on, don't make me laugh while I do this. Hit the like button if you're enjoying this. We're about to hit 100. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, it's the worst. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, is that awful? Oh, God, I'm crying. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, God, I can't. Oh, God, I need tissues. Fuck. All right. Ah! Oh, God, it's like that thing in Total Recall. Where's the porn music? Yeah, fuck. All right, so now we unscrew this. And we stick this in the solution. And we really press this to squeeze it all out. You really empty that swab out into this juice. And it says to squeeze it to make sure. Oh, boy. And then we'll seal it back up. We'll dispose of our swab. And then we'll drip it into our test. It says 3 drops. 3 drops. Oh, that was 1. That'll do it. And we got to leave this level now. Oh, God. Now drink it for 1,000. Yeah, how much to drip the rest of this in my face? What is the solution? I don't know. Maybe it's poison. Hoping he does it wrong or he needs to do it again. I won't be doing it again. Come on. Oh, fucking hell. I'm not going to give away anything that's happening with it. We're going to take 15 minutes. You're doing it wrong. Ah! Oh, my God. Oh, God. Something about that, what it triggers up in your nose, up in your, just sticking that up there and swabbing it. Don't drink that. You're already sick. It's the final solution. Stick the vial up your ass. Melton, you're the father. Now we pray. Huh. Interesting. Oh, God. You got to wait. Because sometimes that line shows up and it disappears, you know? You're Klaus Schwabing it. I would never take one of those tests. Why? If you're positive, then Rick will be too. Congrats, it's monkeypox. It better not be. Imagine getting sick, you pores. Addicted to ubiquity. If it's positive, will the show cut to black? Yeah, we may just get out of here right now. We may just wrap it up and end it. I think you just got a bug. Sorry, Patty. I mean, why would you think you don't know anything about anything? I'm like, not for nothing, and I hope you're right. I hope you're right, but let's dive into the psyche of a Maury Memento for a moment, okay? You're in Scotland. I'm in America. You have no idea what I was doing this past weekend. You don't know where I was. You don't know what I was doing. You don't have a clue. You have zero information. And I say I was around people with COVID all weekend, and I'm worried I might have COVID. And then you pipe up and go, I think you just got a cold. Best of luck. I think you just got a little cold bug, Patty. You'll feel fine. What are you basing any of that? And by the way, thank you. I appreciate it. The sentiment. What is this based on? No information? Nothing? It's super useful. Oh, a guy in Scotland who has no information about the situation thinks it's a cold. I'll put that down in my prediction book. Hey, there's a guy who doesn't know anything about anything. He thinks it's nothing. Right. Okay. I mean, look, odds are you're right. It's like a friend calling you up on the phone and you going, hey, I bet you're not on fire right now. And he's like, based on what? What are you basing that guess on? I mean, I'm not, but what a weird thing to just throw out. Patrick, while you were sleeping, I did an assessment of your breathing, and I think it's just a cold. Barry Stevens says, I'm a doctor. You have 3 months to live. Maury Memento said, I hope I'm right. I mean, I hope you're right, too. It's just an insane statement to make as if it carries any weight. I think you just got a bug. Oh, do you? Write it in your journal what you think about stuff. Ball Powder says, hey, guys, what do I have? You guys don't know shit. Is that what happened in your brain? In your brain, did I fire up the chat today and go, hey, guys, I'd love your feedback on what I have. What do I have? And in his brain, he's like, yeah, he asked what we had, and then he yelled at us for answering. I didn't ask you shit. So again, way to make up something in your mind. It's like, I can't believe Patrick asked me what I like on my pizza and then yelled at me and said, we're not having pizza. Is that what happened? Or did you raise your hand and go, I like mushrooms and pepperoni, Spurg? And then I went, whoa, who's talking about pizza? And then you went, you were, faggot. Can you imagine it? All right. Hold on. They're laughing. Something must be really funny over here in Steel Toeville. Movie's arms are crossed.
The other super chats. But that 199 super chat is a super chat too.
What?
God damn it. This bit was classic. But that little Diesel Cat goes, well, Aaron, you can't drink. You can't fight.
Right.
Can you beg? Johnny, it's a funny thing, that little 199 super chat on top of the other super chats. But that 199 super chat is a super chat too. God damn it. This bit was classic, but people doing pure country references made it the best. Annoyed Wawa supervisor says, I never told anybody this before, but I hate Armageddon, so it'd be an awful shame to end this bit now. All right. I think gangbusters today. I don't care how many people have left us. 175 away from today's.
We're going gangbusters today. I don't care how many people have left us. 20 gifted memberships. 20 gifted memberships from Vaping Dago. And we're getting a lot of great people. Everybody from Kinky Loco to Adam Jones. Who else we got? Anybody good? Sam V, I guess we got. Sam V, who's Recently broken Ian Hawk. You got another one, Sam V. You just keep bringing them down to their knees. First, me, just writhing in pain, begging for mercy. Now, Ian Hawk. I mean, God, don't mess with Sam V. He's a powerful man. Between him and Fatty Melt, my entire organization over here is in shambles. My subscriber count is who even knows what it is. It's all over the place. Please ban Kinky Loco. He's a troll. Said Carlos Danger. Is that true? I see Kinky Logo in chats all over the place. But hold on, that person is insufferable Carlos Danger, which I don't even think is a real guy. So that Carlos Danger's not even real? Who even knows? Who even knows? Either way, we're all big fans of it. Kinky Loco, I don't have any thoughts on a Kinky Loco. I didn't know that was a bad person. I didn't know that was a... First of all, do we have a problem with trolls? Do we have a problem with trolls? I mean, isn't everybody a troll? Thank you, Vaping Loco. Wow, what a tremendous gift. 20 memberships. 20 memberships. That deserves an all boogers. That deserves an all boogers. Do we have it?
Oh, boogers.
Oh, boogers.
Oh, boogers.
Oh, boogers.
Oh, boogers.
I thought being a troll was a prerequisite. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know that was like a bad thing. Look, I mean, if you can't take it, just block a guy or hide a guy. It's what I did to Sam V. He's not doing anything that means he shouldn't be a member of this community. I just don't have time for it. I didn't have kids for a reason. That's what I told Ian Hawk. It's like, I don't have any problem with Ian Hawk. I can't make fun of him for anything he's done or he's unstable or he's made mistakes or slipped up. We're all human. We all make mistakes and slip up. Stop making work for me and taking up my time with nonsense. Again, I had to spend 40 minutes yesterday dealing with Ian Hawk and Sam V's Discord, whatever. It's like, gay. Learn to argue with a man without changing his name or blocking him. Don't put your hands on the mod powers when you start a fight with a guy. The only way you can win is shutting him up and kicking him out. You started it. You don't get to start a fight with a guy and then when he answers back, block him from the whole Discord server. You tough guy. Get Ian Hawk! Citizen MPTO, paid time off or part-timer onion, hashtag shameful. Ian Hawk made me leave your Discord, Patrick. He kept changing my name. He's no good. Get rid of that kid. I mean, we already handled all this yesterday, so you're behind as usual, Stan B. I mean, look, I know you're I know you're special, but we can't just redo yesterday's show because you just got here. Everybody knows what happened. You were changing your name first to fuck with people. Then Ian changed your name to fuck with people. Then you overreacted. Then Ian overreacted. And you're both pointing fingers at each other going like, whoa, what'd I do? You fucking both know what you did. You're both emotional, overreactive spurgs. And you kept needling each other. And then you didn't like what the other one did. It was too far to change my name. That was too far to kick me out. That was too far to mention Dirty Dalish. That was too far to do that. Keep playing the game, you fucking retards. Keep playing the game. Was it all too far? You're all gay. You're all fucking gay. Comedy shaman. I want to overreact too. You're all fucking dumb. You're all dumb. Barry Stevens Melton doesn't have kids because he doesn't want to share food. You're not wrong. Food, drugs, all kinds of stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, we have results. I think we're good. I think we have results from this test. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, I have not got COVID, it seems. We have a control strip, and we have a negative on the test strip. Clean, decisive, easy, no COVID, which is good. Which means I'm just probably a little run down. Maury Memento knew it from the beginning. I've consulted with my brain that knows nothing of the situation, and it's not COVID. No, I mean, I didn't even know COVID was like making a comeback. False negative. Rick is pissed. Definitely positive. Your fake test gave you real results. It's just your disposition. Thank you for confirming you don't have COVID. I didn't want people to be nervous about being around me at the big event tonight. If you're not coming to the big event tonight, you've clearly not been important enough to get an invitation. But we have our Big Onion Gala tonight. It's going to be streamed live. Of course, if you're a member, you've gotten your invitation. And if you're one of our most beloved members, you've gotten your appointment for the private jet to pick you up and bring you here and whisk you away. What are you talking about, Pat? I don't know. I don't even know anymore. It's all just a work. It's all just a dream. And by the way, if you have the Keanu Thompson on stage, if anybody has this, it hasn't come out yet or leaked out yet, or I don't know where it is. If anybody has Keanu Thompson on stage in L.A. with Perry Caravello, please send that in. From what I understand, Gino Bisconte's losing his mind on Twitter about Keanu bombing, which I don't understand. It's like, this is not a real comic, right? I understand like Keanu's trying to do comedy. I understand that. But like traditionally and like historically, Keanu C. Thompson is not a comic, correct? Again, a search for Keanu Thompson comedy yields nothing. There is not a video of this bitch on stage telling a joke until this weekend where she shows she's completely out of her depth and can't handle anything. So we're looking for it. And I love if Gino's being like defensive of her and stuff, because it's like, dude, your girl sucks at comedy. I can't really comment on Gino. I'm sure, look, at one time, I guess he was respected and a pro comic. And then I guess COVID broke him and Cumia broke him. And now just everybody hanging on him broke him. I don't know what it is. I don't know what broke Gino Bisconte. But he's in his head. He's screaming. He's lashing out at all the haters. It's insane. It's insane. And now he's like hanging himself and trying to defend Keanu. It's like, this ain't a comic. This is like an open micer bitch who's getting drug around the country to do gigs that are way above her pay grade, even though they pay dog shit. This woman should have never left the state she was in doing comedy. Are we clear on that? There shouldn't be pro shows that are flying this bitch to do, like, just objective. I have no problem with Keanu. I have nothing against her. I don't know Keanu. From what I understand, your experience is nil, and you shouldn't be doing these gigs. It was embarrassing, from what I understand. Joe Spargo, thanks for being a member. We just love stuff like that. Gross. Don't call things works. We don't use that MLC lingo around here. Yeah, I don't know. Citizen M, PTO, paid time off, or part-time or onion. Sorry, I already read that one. Joel Spargo, thank you for being a member. So yeah, I don't look. You can get mad and you can think it's an attack, you think it's a troll or whatever. I like, there's no video that exists of this bitch telling ha-has on a stage. I'm very comfortable in saying you're not a comic. You're not a real comic. And imagine Gino running around defending her. It's like, I mean, your girl sucks. Your girl objectively sucks. She's objectively not able to do it. I watched a 3-minute clip on the BS show or something yesterday where it's like, holy shit. Talk about not knowing how to control a room, run a room. And by the way, none of these rooms are set up right. I do acknowledge all that, but what a clueless, ineffective nudge of a woman. And, you know, the accent disappears when she's panicking on stage. All that fancy, I do declare. That southern drawl goes away. She all of a sudden forgets everything she learned at finishing school. She hardly curtsies at all. And she's just on stage flubbering around, trying to say something to get some sort of joke. Gino and Keanu are booked at 9:30 a.m. Eastern on Steel Toe this morning. Well, I'd love to come back to that and hear that fucking excuse. She's no Chad Zumach. Yeah, and Sketty Tooth went and saw Chad Zumach, apparently, on the DL. We'd love a report. Sketty Tooth John, you want to call in and give us the lowdown on what exactly happened at the Chad show? No spin, straight up. We'd love it. We'd love it. But we got women to get into today. And I don't mean in a good way. Gross. Keanu has a transatlantic accent. Yeah, she does have a trans accent. That's a good point. Shuli played the part with Perry and her just coming out after Perry fell. Yeah, I mean, she was awful. She was awful. And then like, she was so uncomfortable, she just had to make a joke about wanting to fuck Perry. It's like, good. I think Leo Gunn, we need 100%. We need to send Ray DeVito to finishing school next. That'd be great. I'd watch hours of video of people teaching Ray DeVito which fork to eat salads with. I'm at work. I'll call members only on Friday night. It'll be all blurry by then. Call and leave a voicemail. Tape it into your phone and send it in. Send nudes. Sketty Tooth went to one of Chad's shows this past weekend. He was in Dallas, of course, to do the exceptional Alex Stein program where he made nothing but a gem out of himself. Can we look at Angie Crum? Can we do an Angie Crum update? Would you mind? Keanu was terrible on Perry's podcast. She speaks like a smoke-riddled flapper. Yeah, it gets old real quick. And again, you know, I'm not even being mean. You're not a comic. Like, where can I see any video of you ever doing anything? You know, Melton, are you going to get the new booster? I don't even know what you're talking about. You're on a different planet. No. No. I haven't gotten a booster since 2021. A boost? For what? COVID's not a thing anymore. Knock it off. Kiki's pants are so tight. Her gunt was so gross. She's not fat. Come on. Nobody's fat to me. I'm enormous. All right, we got to talk about Angie Crum. Speaking of disgusting women that you'd never dump a load in. Jesus Christ. Last time we checked on her, she was moving into Skylofts, Las Vegas, a condo, a 2-bedroom apartment that is worth thousands and thousands every month, and we're wondering how she pays for it on a $0 comedy salary and cutting hair. And we've always wanted to know. And we're never going to get the answer, but she's been posting, and I thought this was great to go through. First of all, this is a picture of her new apartment. Night vibes. Even when it's not spinning, I love that damn thing. Ha 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 ha. Ha. She's talking about her disco ball. She has all her lights out in her apartment and a disco ball just shining shimmery lights all over her loser apartment. Night vibes. Yes. Night vibes indeed, Crum. Night vibes indeed. And then this one, I thought this was really great. This was really funny. I got all dressed up the other night and didn't leave the house. So I decided to take some new pics. I needed an update anyway. Here's a few of them. Oh, and a photo bomb at the end. LOL. Again, one of these comics who every post, you can almost tell how much pain these people are dealing with internally by how much they LOL and haha their own tweets and posts. It'd be like if every time you typed anything on Twitter, you wrote LOL. Every time you wrote something on Twitter, you wrote ha 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 ha. But what drives me even crazier in this community is that every motherfucker, it seems like every shitty little comedy room and every comic can't stop taking these purple ass photos. Just purple, purple, purple. Purple, purple, purple. I know you might look at this show and go, that your shot looks a little purple melting. It's like, I'm in a studio with lights. This isn't white balance. This is all over the place. I flip these on. We change it every day, the lighting in here. If I wanted to get it set up for photos, we could get it dialed in. Don't worry. I can make my skin tone look completely Veruca Salt if I want to. So she's got this purple ass photo and she writes, I got all dressed up the other night and didn't leave the house. Somebody says that means she was stood up. I never thought about that, but that's a great point. You know, maybe she got stood up. So she takes these photos that, again, a simple white balance would fix this. Lighting could fix this. There's so many ways. But she takes this. She comes out completely purple. Completely 100% to the juicing room purple. And she's like, these look great. And by the way, she's so happy with this photo, she's made this her new headshot. This is her new default photo. She loves it. She's like, oh my God, I look so good in purple. Then she goes and changes to do more of these shots. And again, I mean, if these aren't hair extensions, if these aren't horsehair, gross, cheap extensions, I don't know what is. And who she got over at her house just taking all these purple shots. She's just like, yeah. And these extensions are bad. You know what I mean? This looks like Craig's sister in Friday. She said she looked like Janet Jackson. She showed up looking like Freddie Jackson. Just shot after shot. She keeps going and changing. And this is what, she wants you to think she's sexy and sensual. Look, I put a blazer on with tits. There's no toothpicks in the pocket either. Just like, ooh, look how hot I am. My tits are busting out of this blazer. Meanwhile, this is a dead giveaway. This is a wonked tit. This is a rough tit. If we just want to do a little bit of real examination here, that's a weird tit. Your tit's not supposed to have this weird bottom shelf. So we have top tit. This is looking good. And then it's got this whole flange that's just been pushed up here and tucked and becomes this almost an arm. It's almost like your tit has an arm coming out of it. So this is a horrible angle, and your arm needs to be more forward to hide this, because this is a fucked up looking tit. You can tell she takes this bra and shirt off. These motherfuckers go underneath her armpits. I bet her nipples point to the small of her back when they're unrestrained. I bet she lets these loose and her nipples just dangle down and point at her absolute center back. She lets them go and they just go boing around to the side. You know what I mean? She's got bubble tits.
Bubble guts.
So I want to be very clear. This is not a hot woman. You unstrap those puppies. I swear to God, they're going to go and just tumble. And then this one's weird. So now she's with some guy and he's like grabbing her. I know she thinks these look sexy. She's got this strap down around her shoulder. This is the guy who's currently pumping her full of cum. I'm not kidding you. Like, this chick gets reamed out by dudes on the week. Like just dude after dude after dude. Like, if she was a hotel, there wouldn't be time to change the sheets on the bed. They just spray some Febreze and just remake it. Like, we make a lot of jokes about women and sex and stuff here. I'm not kidding you. This woman is a worn out, leathery vagina. It's tough. Like a catcher's mitt. I swear to God, it has stitching and scars. And the only reason it hasn't just dried up and turned to dust is because it's constantly lubed down with new cum. I wish I was kidding. You've seen her sets. You've seen her shows. Every week, new boyfriend, new guy she's breaking up with, new guy she fucked. Guys can't fuck. Guys can't come right. It's, you know, it's rough. It's rough. She's one of those chicks. She's 48 and she just can't stop. She can't stop grinding on penises to make them milk. She loves it. I don't know. Look, some women just love cum. They just need it. They crave it. It's got to be glistening on her pubis 24/7. She has to peel off, pudding skin layers of cum off of her pussy. Like Elmer's glue on your hands when you were a kid. Like fruit leather. So, I don't like to put women down by calling them promiscuous or sex. This is a different thing. This is another level. She I guarantee you peel the cum off of her and there'd be holes in it. It would look like Swiss cheese, the layer of cum, because it would have holes where all the herpes sores were. It would have holes where all the genital warts poked through. It is. This is no exaggeration. Only when it comes to her, because I'll joke like this about people. I want you to know this one's real. She cannot get a fill of cum. She cannot get enough cock. She'll fuck. She's fucked every comic who will fuck her in Vegas. She's still an open micer. She cuts hair, and she smells like steamy, hot, gross cum. I guarantee it. I promise. So we may joke about that kind of stuff with some girls. April doesn't smell like cum. She smells like deep woods off and regret. But she doesn't just reek of different men's cum. Angie Crum, it's seeping out of her pores. Dominican cum is just leaking out of her everywhere she goes. I cannot state this enough. The woman is greasy with ethnic cum. She cannot stop getting blasted by brown white. I want it to be very apparent. This is not a bit. It's not a joke. She can't stop it. She's bathing in it. She's coated in it. She had to get an apartment on the 40th story just to get above the water level of cum in her life. If she was on the 20th floor, she'd be underwater, just smegma snorkeling. She loves it. She loves it. Wow, she really hurt you, didn't she, Melton? No, before we get into it, I need you to know it's not a bit. It's not a bit. With a lot of women, it's a bit. She loves to fuck. She loves to fuck new, strange, ethnic men. Okay? I'm just letting you know, okay? I just want to put it out there. I just want to make sure everybody understands that's where we're at. Melton knows how to paint a picture. For sure. For sure. But you need to know where it's at. You need to know what's going on. Oh, God. I guess she just had a birthday, too. She's like, thank you for the birthday wishes. This was her cake. Holy shit. Holy shit. That could either be her cake or a chunk of the dried cum she pulled out of herself today. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. That could be her birthday cake or it could be her diaphragm. I don't know. I don't know. It's really tough to tell. So either way, this is either some sort of s'mores graham crackery cake or the most barnacled up Nuva you've ever seen in your life. But here it is. People are constantly sending me the meme of the two pieces of bread humping, and it says, I'm gonna crumb. It was the first thing that came to mind, figuring out how I wanted my cake to look. Thank you, everyone. What a fabulous night. 45 on the 5th. The celebration continues. I'm waiting to open my gifts until then, too. LOL like Christmas. LOL like Christmas. Why is the outside of the cake moist? Yeah, I mean, this is gross. This is fucking disgusting. I'm gonna crumb. Her whole life is basic jokes like that. Her whole life is like just simple double entendre jokes. I'm gonna crumb. Crumb shots is my Instagram. It's like she loves memes and basic bitch jokes. LOL. She loves it. Here's how you know. Imagine if you know a comic who posts basic wine mom memes every day, she's a loser. She's a loser. And I think she stopped doing it because we started making fun of her, really. But if you go back a year or two, through all of her haircut posts, comedy and haircutting and comedy. And again, you know, Amy Schumer doesn't take this many comedy promo photos. They all think if they get naked, they all go through this phase. Every shitty female comic in this town and everywhere else, I imagine, goes through this phase where they go, oh, I'm going to take these seductive nude comedy photos. Me and a microphone covering my breasts. Me and a microphone in skimpy shorts. Me and a microphone behind a stool nude. Looking over my shoulder. Ain't I cheeky? They all want to be known as funny female comics, yet they're all willing to show some skin to get famous. Every fucking one of them. There's a reason Amy Schumer thought the leather special would pop. She wasn't being ironic. Like, do you think they have enough leather to cover me? She thought, I'll look sexy. And men will want to watch me because I look good. That's what all this is about. Maybe I'm not so funny. Maybe I'm only a mediocre comic. By the way, you're not even a mediocre comic. You're awful. You're dog shit. You're derivative dog shit. Again, every joke out of Crum's mouth is, I'm a whore, and how dare you think I'm a whore. Those are her 2 points of view for every joke she tells. Mark my words, find me one that doesn't fit that template. I'm a giant whore. but you better not treat me like a whore. God damn it, I'm a woman, and I'm so much more than a whore. Like my pussy and tits. Am I right, guy? Like, that's what it is. That's what it is. Citizen Macabre's Poppy says she's a Florida 3. Gary Coe says, so right. Every female has the same photo shoot shirtless with a mic. Every one of them. Every one of them. They all want you to think that they're funny and can make it on their own, but they all sexualize themselves as an offering to the gods of people who decide who makes it and who doesn't. They're all willing to lay down and let the gatekeepers and tastemakers eat sushi off their naked bodies if it please them. Every fucking one. I don't know one of them, even if they're trans. They start taking risque photos immediately as if this is what we're looking for. Oh, Bill Burr, take a seat. Crum, get up here. We've been looking for a woman who's been rid hard and put away wet to get up here with her floppy, insanely embarrassing areolas and tell some mediocre jokes about getting dug out last night by a criminal. We'd love to hear the tale. You guys ever fucking a parolee and then he says, I gotta call my parole officer? Nope. Nope. You're the only one with experience of what it's like to have a guy coming on top of you over and over again while you stare at his neck tattoos. That's just you, dog. That's just you. Don't objectify me. 5 minutes later, here's a picture of my asshole. Right. You're right. You're right. So all these comics who do this kind of stuff, it baffles me. It's just like, again, if you told her she was using her body to try to get booked, she'd be like, how dare you? How dare you? Whoa. Whoa. These are the guys she's hanging with. Just creepy photos from a distance. You guys need some salon dates? We got some new salon dates. I'll be in the salon. Guys, I'll be in the salon. Come hear my jokes in the salon. Oh my God, here she is. WS Portraits does it again. The preview of another kick-ass photo shoot. What are these for? Another kick-ass photo shoot. Nobody knows how to white balance in your photo shoots. And she loves it. She's using the purple photo of herself as her new go-to headshot photo. Well, these people are so narcissistic. Like, new photo shoot. Just did a new photo shoot. New hilarious photo shoot. It's like, what? You're all, like, in what way are you not all losers? Where do these photos go? Just on a disc? You and your mom, do you show it to all the ethnics you bring over and bang? New photo shoot. WS Portraits. Wow. Wow. Wandering Summit Photography. So she does like Dalish style weddings. Bring your elf ears. She loves like how many fat women are you gonna We only shoot pregnancy weddings. Oh God, and look, here's Crum. I mean, if you've ever seen Crum not looking like Crum, that's Crum. Ooh. What's crazy is that this is a photographer's website, and look how fucking shitty this photo is. Quality-wise, like, look at the quality of this photo. You're a photographer. You don't have the high-res edition of this photo? You got to post up the compressed to shit JPEG version of it? Right. Mason in Portland, you think I have a chance with Crum? I'll be in Vegas in a few weeks, so put in a good word for me, Pat. Maybe. I'm not kidding. Every comic has fucked his way through her. Every comic. I remember back in the day, in 2010 or 11, somebody's like, you can probably fuck her if you want. I was like, great. First of all, that's great. This is back when I was like 400 pounds. I was like, oh boy, I'd love to get into a woman that I love a woman who could fuck me. Oh, look, April's fake ex Devin payment is in the chat. I don't know what this troll's whole thing is. He's like emailing me. He's like, I'm April's ex. I'm like, cool. You have information? He's like, yes. The emails are going back and forth, and he's just answering with one word. So it's like, all right, well, you let me know when you want to talk. How many times am I supposed to email you back and forth? Like, so do you want to share anything? Yes. Great. So you have information on April and Aaron cheating on his wife with April, or April cheating on you with Aaron? Yes. Okay, well, cool. Let me know. Talk. Talk. This guy's reaching out to me like I have all this information, but now he doesn't want to talk. Yeah, whenever you're ready, let me know. Leo Gunn, member for 2 months. She'll be at the salon. There's a reason Mondays are called strippers and clippers day at the Jersey Shore bars in the summer. Got 'em. Got 'em. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand the strategy here. Just failing forever. Somebody like Crum. And never changes anything. Just like, well, I'll keep cutting hair. And look, these are not good photos. How white and pale do you look? This just makes you look like a plus size fatty. I don't even know if she is fat or not. Like, I don't even know. Because from a photo like this, it could go either way. Maybe she is fat. It's hard to tell. Before and after. A little before and after magic for your Thursday. What? How's that magic? Photoshop? Did you mispronounce Photoshop? So it looks like she has this, whoever this photographer is, has like 3 loser friends that she just keeps photographing over and over and over again. Because it's like, look, if Crum is in, if every 3 months you have new photos of Crum in your timeline, you're not doing a lot of business. If you have time to take Angie Crum out in the woods and shoot photos of her topless carving up pumpkins or whatever the fuck, you got too much time on your hands. It's not that big of a deal. Hold on, I want to play that. But I have a new one today, and we also have the rest of the Summer Sinclair Edwin San Juan podcast to watch. Maybe we'll end up with that today. We'll finish with that. But I got a new Vegas woman today that has been on my radar for years. Kind of watching this chick. She's a little batshit. She's a little nutty. And again, falls in the category of like, look, I don't mean to. I've met a lot of capable, mature, responsible, independent women, both doing this show and locally here, you know. But then you get this contingent of women that is Summer Sinclair, Gretchen Bozert, Angie Crum, these type of women, early 40s into 50s, divorced, maybe never married, a second career, a new hobby. They moved. They're looking for friends. They get into comedy. They're not good at it. They're not good at anything. They're socially awkward. They're a little retarded. They might have been a 7 back in their 20s, so they hooked up with a guy who banged them out until they were a 5 and then cut them loose in the wild, and now they're roaming the Las Vegas open mic scene going, I'm pretty, I'm pretty, I'm funny, I'm pretty, I'm pretty. Aren't you funny? You're pretty, and I'm pretty, and we're funny. And they all just walk around glad-handing each other and sucking each other off and telling each other they're hilarious.
I banged Angie, no big deal.
So did I. Glazed her up.
Me too. She was my Uber fare.
She was my 4th wife, mate. Quite a Sheila.
Easy in, a.k.a. Cha.
I love that you can make Bob go British or make Bob go Australian just like putting in Australian words.
I banged Angie, no big deal.
So did I. Glazed her up.
Me too. She was my Uber fare.
She was my 4th wife, mate. Quite a Sheila.
Easy in, a.k.a. Cha.
I just love that Bob will go. I love that Bob will go Australian. So there's so many of these broken women everywhere in the open mic scene. It really is. And by the way, dudes too. I'm not saying that there's no dudes who are divorced or broken up and looking for hobbies, but not so much. Not like this. Not like this. It's a sad contingent of you have losers like William Strange doing comedy, painting his nails, putting on his spared no expense Jurassic Park hat, digging for DNA and amber. I don't know what he does in his spare time. Complete loser, complete loner, shows up, does the open mic, goes home. I don't ever think about him like, that's a different thing. There's something about these women. They've never been told no. They've never been told that they're not good enough. Their vagina has been used as currency their entire lives, no matter how mediocre they are. And now they've entered a world where they don't understand meritocracy. They're on stage and they don't understand why they're not getting laughs. Or they think they're getting laughs and they don't understand why they're not getting other gigs. Why can't it? You saw stupid Summer Sinclair. You saw that other fucking, like, all these people like, why aren't I getting gigs? Why aren't people booking me? I've put in my time. I've been doing this 2 years. It's like, A, you're not funny, and B, that doesn't mean shit to anyone. So yesterday I get a follow from a new lady.
No, how could Kevin root for someone to fail?
That's not what I meant to click. I get followed by a new lady on I gotta block that. On Instagram, and again, she's been on my radar for a while. And I guess if you follow me and nudge me like that, you must want attention. So I'm gonna give it to you today, and we're gonna introduce a new lady. Would everybody like to meet a new one today? Are we ready to meet a new one today? Hit the like button if you're ready to meet a new one. If you're ready to meet a new nut, a new lady, hit the like button. I'd love to know, because it is a genre. Tiff says, I love Melton's take on. I'm telling you, it's a contingent of like housewives who, while they were married in a loveless marriage and their rich husband gallivanted around fucking other women or traveling or working or whatever it is, they didn't develop anything. They just sat and rotted in front of the TV, developed no personality, or got a puppet or a little dog to talk to. Summer Sinclair and a little dog. Angie Crum cuts hair. Wait till you see this one today. April Brucker. We got another April Brucker today. And she has a puppet. She has a puppet and two of the deadest eyes you'll ever see on a lady. Look, I don't want to be sexual here, but let's get graphic. I couldn't come with this woman because I would be afraid that I was raping a tard. Her eyes are so dead and lifeless that I would be scared to fuck her because I'm not sure if she's even awake. But she followed me, which means she's aware of me. And if you're aware of me, I'm aware of you. And if I'm aware of you, we're going to talk about it. So April Brucker will tell you she's a actor, comedian, TV host, and more importantly, a puppeteer ventriloquist. Because those people are always normal. $2.16 subscribers, 86 videos, an American actress, comedian, reality TV producer. TV credits include Entertainment Tonight, Inside Edition, Judge Jerry, The Layover, Liquid Lunch, My Strange Addiction, Today, Videos After Dark, What Would You Do? What did she do on My Strange Addiction? Eat the puppets? Eat the puppets? So there's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of stuff. And I was just scrolling through before the show. And what do you know? What do you know? She tried the nude thing to get famous several times. In a world, one comedian dares to celebrate. So she's sitting in a chair awkwardly nude. Again, like, you know, I think these dumb bitches have boyfriends who talk them into this. Like, it'll be nude and sexy. It's like she doesn't have that. Like, she's awkward. For people listening to this, like, she's not, this woman cannot be sexy. And I say that, you know, with a heavy heart because of the fat. But, no, there are women who it's incapable of them to be sexy. Like if she tried to do this, like, you're such a weird looking chick that it's just creepy. It becomes immediately the opposite of that. You remember that Seinfeld, Good Naked, Bad Naked? It's like this woman's so awkward and has such a fucking goofy grin that it shall never be good naked. Ever. Work naked day. So again, these are just, again, her boyfriend tricked her into taking these photos. So somebody tricked her into doing this and told her, like, no, your body's slamming. It's you know, it's an emaciated E.T. looking body. It's fine. She's thin. You know, but I imagine if we got to look at this whole thing unfettered, it'd be. So he just put her on a green screen and had her lean all over these props nude. And was like, this will be hilarious for a video. And it was. It has 8,000 views. It's more than any other video in her life. And the green screen keying is so bad that it's just. But she did. She got talked into this. She got talked into this by a guy. I guarantee you, a shitty guy. By the way, in all these shots, she's talking. And here's a close-up. So this is one of her headshots. This is a photo of her that she had professionally taken and put up as a "This Is Me" photo. And these are her eyes in everything she does. Again, this is unfixable. It's just unfortunate. I wish I could say something or do something that could make this better, but there's no repairing this. There's no making this better. She has dumb eyes. She has dead eyes. She has loser eyes. This is gross. Like, again, imagine going in for a kiss on this woman or fucking her. Like, she's just not with us. She just keeps showing herself naked, naked with a puppet, naked from behind, naked in a chair. So that's great. Look at this. Oh, no.
I really can't stay. It's cold outside. I've got to go away. It's cold outside. This evening has been so very nice. I'll hold you.
Okay, so this is my first time taking a look at her performing. I'm not kidding. I haven't seen anything of this woman. She's been on my radar with her goofy puppets. But, okay, so she can't sing. She has no musical timing. She can't even talk on the beat, on the rhythm. And she obviously she can't sing it. I really can't stay. But baby, it's cold outside. I really got to go away. But baby, it's cold outside. So it's rough. It's rough. But again, someone talked her into this. She has someone with her telling her, this is great. This will be good.
Ants are like ice. My mother will start to worry. When a gazelle,
she's just ahead of the music. She's not even like listening. So again, these are cues you pick up when you start watching something like this and you start going like, okay, does this person have what it takes to entertain? She's not listening. She's not picking up on the cues and staying with where even if you're going to speak through this, stay on the beat. I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside. I gotta go away. Baby, it's cold outside. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. You know, like whatever. Like, but make it like the song. She's like, I really can't stay, baby. It's cold outside. Go away, baby. It's cold outside. My mother will worry. What does she worry about? It's like, whoa, we've lost the plot. So I look for little things like this on a video like this and go like, okay, she can't listen. She can't match music. She can't sing. She's not even adding humor in. These are the words to the song. So what's funny about what should we be listening for? What should we be laughing at? What's the joke?
Hurry. My father will be pacing the floor. Listen to the fire.
There's almost no break between her and the puppet voice. My father will be pacing the floor. Listen to the fireplace. It's like, what's happening?
Let's roar. Okay. Maybe just a half a drink more. The neighbors might think, well, it's good out there. Say, what's in this drink? No castily, head out there. I wish I knew how to break this spell. Your eyes are like starlight now. I ought to say no, sir.
It's like she's reading it. It is like she's ought to say no, sir. It's like, well, you've clearly put in the work for the craft. Hold on. 2 months ago, happy naked hiking day. What is she trying to do with this naked stuff? Okay, what? Hey, women. I get it's not the 80s. This isn't going to work. We all have the internet. By the time you've geared up to do your nude puppet show in the woods, we've all jerked off to X videos and gone to bed. You think you got something I haven't seen? Your wonky tits behind a sad green screen? Get fucked. Get fucked. I go on RedTube and see girls do things with puppets you've never dreamed of. This isn't hot. This is sad. There is a difference. It jumps over hot and goes immediately to sad. You know. And these women don't get it. They think like, anything could stick. So this is her walking nude through a forest. I imagine like her boyfriend takes her out and they strip down. And he takes all these nude photos of her out in the woods. And then she puts these up like, no, this has to do with my acting puppet career. We'll take a bunch of cheeky nudes out in the woods and then we'll upload them because of my puppet career. Right. And what, at the end of this, you have your link to your comedy website? Is that what we're going to do? I guarantee at the end of this, she's like, if you want to hire me for any puppeting. Also, the music makes me want to jerk. You know what I mean? It's like a woman who's afraid she's going to lose her physique soon and she's trying to capture it all for posterity. But at the end of the day, it's like, Oh no, what is this? Oh no. I'm getting some inside intelligence here. Oh no. I'm getting some inside intelligence from, I won't say because I don't know if they want this out. They can say in the chat if they want. April's still trying to get famous. I worked with her at an internet broadcasting company in NYC in 2010. She's dumb as shit and the world's worst ventriloquist. I don't think she's the worst. I've been watching her. She's not the worst for sure. Let's be fair. I've seen some where she's decent and some where I'm like, oh, she's not even trying it. Thank you. Her strange addiction episode is so forced it's the worst. So this woman has an episode of My Strange Addiction. I can assure you she is still very single and still very stupid. She's been trying to be famous for 12 years. I'm so happy you found her. I assume she rotted in a gutter years ago. You can say this is Tukey. So that's from Tukey. That's straight inside information from Tukey himself.
Whoa!
And if it comes from Tukey, you can guarantee it's fact.
Yay!
So, yeah, she's been on my radar forever. She's been here in Vegas. She does this weekly show in Vegas where she interviews people, and she's been doing it forever. And now she's got this Dummies on the Street show. April in Vegas. She's been trying to get this show. And look, it gets a few thousand views a year ago. But this will be the kind of show she'll do. This is her serious interview show. She thinks this is going to be like picked up on TV, I bet.
Entertainment in the Las Vegas Arts District at the English Hotel, a place for the cultured renegade. This is April in Vegas with this week's special guest,
Keanu.
Serena Henry.
Who? Steve Dennis. And your host, April Brucker.
Brucker.
Steve, you got yourself in a bit of trouble.
April, the last time I got myself into a jam was back in the day in Reno.
What happened?
Nothing. It's just a line that worked for Johnny Cash in one of his songs. So, yeah.
Back to how you got yourself in trouble.
So high energy start. Might as well be Alex Stein doing a cold open with this energy.
Steve, the last time this guest was here, you issued a challenge. So today, he is here to answer. Back by popular demand, we have Alon New, the man.
So she really does have one of these dumb girl voices. Last time you were here, you issued a challenge. And now he's here to accept the challenge. Everybody, please welcome my special guest today. I'm gonna blow my brains out.
Who knows?
Yeah, I better have the Pepper Club hide this.
That's her real voice. That's her real voice.
Silverware, you know. But this next guest we have is one I'm very excited about. She's a jazz singer, performs all over Vegas.
So this guy co-hosts with her. They get together on a weekend every week and do this show like it's a real show.
This toured with Gladys Knight. She won not just once but thrice at the Apollo Amateur Night. It would be Serena Henry. And for Dummies on the Street, April?
We have Ruby Chapeau, everyone's favorite gambling granny, asking, what are the winning slot machines? So, Steve, you have the Cash or Crash Las Vegas Live YouTube channel. Where and what are the winning slot machines?
Come on, April. If I knew, I wouldn't tell anyone, especially Ruby. You know, but I do know what's by the pool.
Who? What?
Who? What?
It's our guest. Let's go meet him.
Yeah.
I'm starting to understand why Pat is the way he is, surrounded by all these people in Vegas. Nothing. When I've lived here since 2017, but I traveled. I was never in Vegas hanging out with these fucking dorks. When 2020 hit and I started doing the podcast and focusing on looking at all these Vegas comics, because, you know, they all got desperate during the pandemic. They all started freaking out. If they can't go to a fried rice restaurant on Tuesday night at 11 p.m. to get their words out, they lose their minds. I work all week long in a factory. I work all week long at a Popeye's fried chicken. I work all week long at the DMV. I work all week long at the Boulder Dam tours, just trying jokes out on unsuspecting crowd members. If I can't get down to Chonkla's on a Wednesday night at midnight to try my jokes, I got to get my thoughts out. They're important. I got big ideas, see, and the world needs to hear them. I'm important, and my words need to be out to the people. So they all were losing their mind, and then I watch them all doing this comedy and stuff. It's like, yeah, I don't want to be a part of this. If this is what comedians are, I'm done being a comedian. This is sad. It's pathetic. And again, all of them walk around telling all of them they're headliners and that they're all great and that they're funny and it's fantastic and they're doing good and this is how you do it. This is the grind. It's like, bitch, you've all been grinding in 9 cities. None of you have garnered anything. And again, anyone can say anything they want about me not being successful. I ain't fucking worked in 15 years. I make a living doing this. So good job. Say whatever you want. You think this bitch is paying rent with her puppets? No. Not unless there's a pocket pussy installed. She was trying this in 2010. She was trying this now. No, keep doing the puppets. I'm sure it'll catch. Maybe as soon as your body rots, we'll pay attention to the puppet. Maybe it's too distracting. All the nudes and stuff. All these desperate bitches and their nudes. It's so pathetic.
Hi, folks. April in Vegas here with Steve, who you're also in Vegas, right?
Steve in Vegas with April in Vegas.
Yes.
Great beginning.
With our English hotel sunglasses.
Very nice.
And we are here back by popular demand. The man who knows. Say it with me, Steve.
Alon New.
Nice to be back.
So the last time you were here, you bent a spoon, and Steve, He's here to issue a challenge.
So not only did you bend a spoon, you bent.
Last time you were here, you bent a spoon. This time we have a spork. Steve, the spork, please.
This spoon right here. And so I've kept it under guard for a couple.
And it looks like it's even a little bit more bent than before.
Yeah, I kind of sat on it. But yeah. Anyway.
Fair enough.
He's like, I kept it the way it was, except that I sat on it and altered it completely.
More bending, please. More bending, please.
Yeah, we want to make sure it's just not a one-time deal, right, Steve?
No, it's an ongoing bendage.
Yeah.
Well, as you know, I broke that world record in at the Alexis Park Resort. Not over a.
As you know, I broke that world record at the Alexis Park Resort. It's like, what? No, we don't know. What world record did you? Why wouldn't you say it?
100 bent spoons at one time.
Yep, and I was there. I helped count. You were there too, Steve.
You guys all helped count to 100?
I was there to witness that you
the puppets had to help.
Were there to help count.
Yes,
so
exactly.
I'm going to challenge those people at home to check this out yourself. You might even want to check your kitchen drawers after I do what I'm about to do. The idea is to create the most.
Oh, shut up, April. Shut up. Just over everybody talking. Oh, the same thing Adam Two Hands does in our VC when he's losing an argument. Just yells over everybody. That's what she had to offer to the situation. Just a moan. Let's go back.
Count. You were there too, Steve.
I was there to witness that you were there to help count.
Yes,
so
exactly.
I'm going to challenge those people at home to check this out yourself. You might even want to check your kitchen drawers after I do what I'm about to do. The idea is to create the most amount of energy. After I do what I'm about to do. The idea is to create the most amount of energy. After I do what I'm about to do. The idea is to create the most amount of energy with a little bit of effort, and this all takes place even through the screens.
Okay.
So if I take the spoon and place it on my hand and just focus on it just like this.
Clear the space here. Oh my God.
God forbid you get a camera on it. He bent it, everybody. Take our word for it. For our next trick, he's going to go in the bathroom. We'll just mic him up and he'll tell us what he does.
Goodness.
Drum roll.
It's
the spoon
in front of us.
Beginning to bend, right? And in fact, the spoon has even bent even more, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's seriously, that's
wow, we almost saw something. Wow.
Steve, what do you think of that? Is that he did that without
They don't even have words. What
without any help with
mind over matter. Check your kitchen drawers, folks.
Right now, go in there, your spatulas, your spoons.
Check your spatulas. Check your spatulas.
Amount of energy with a little bit of effort. The idea is to just
all my spatulas have grilled cheeses on them now. What did you do?
Kind of focus on the spoon until you can get that spoon to bend a little bit more.
Wow.
A little bit more.
Amazed.
Amazing.
Until the spoon droops like a wilted flower.
Oh, and he's twisting it.
Oh my God, it's gonna come apart. I've never seen this.
Actually, you see it? Look. Spoon actually bends just like, tug on the end like a wishbone. And it's difficult to unbend, right?
Wow, Steve, that actually happened.
Wow. Wow.
And do you realize that?
I was right here. I was just
know.
moments ago, seconds ago, I witnessed
Do you do anything like that?
If you look carefully, people in the chat are right. They're calling it out. If you look carefully, you'll see there is no spoon. It's actually your sense of humor that bends.
Your kitchen with your spoon?
In fact, check your kitchen drawers when you get home. You never know.
I'm stopping by the store to get.
If you were so good, they wouldn't even be in my kitchen drawer. They'd be like, when you get home, check your water tank on the back of your toilet. That's where all your spoons are. That's what a magician would do. I never understood the magician having to work in the framework of whatever the fuck they're fucking with, you know? They're like, oh, I'm a magician. I have powers to bend space, time, and matter, but I mostly do spoons. I can read minds, but only in the context of decks of cards. I never understood that. If you were a real magician, you wouldn't be like, is this your card? You'd reach into your pocket and be like, is this your son? And then a boy would appear. You know what I mean? Like, what? Why's it got to be a card? This guy can bend matter, and he's like, you got a spoon? Sometimes I can do forks, but mostly just spoons. Right. You can read minds, but only if it's the 8 of spades. Got it. No, it seems real and makes a lot of sense when you think about it.
New silverware on the way home. The thing is that you can physically unbend these spoons using muscle. I mean, you can take a spoon like this and unbend it. I mean, you said something earlier about is it possible to twist the spoon, and I'll try that right now. So watch very carefully right here at the center of the.
Look at her face, by the way. You know, trying to make this interesting and fun. She has to act like this is fucking amazing. Watch her face when he says he's going to twist the spoon. Watch this fakery.
Is it possible to twist the spoon, and I'll try that right now. So watch.
Look at her face. She's not even done. Watch the bewilderment that comes across. No fucking way. No fucking way. He's going to twist it? No.
Watch very carefully right here.
Look at her face. Look at her face. Can you believe we booked this guy for our food truck show?
At the center of the bowl, the spoon.
Ooh.
Focus right here. Ever so slowly now, ever so subtly, you see the spoon rotating around its vertical axis. No effort at all between my thumb or forefinger, just continues to rotate, continues to spin.
Wow. Ooh. Wow.
Continues to move. And when it stops, look, the spoon is actually twisted now.
Amazing.
180 degrees.
She actually did that. She did 2 claps.
To move. And when it stops, look, the spoon is actually twisted now.
Amazing.
180 degrees.
Yes.
I didn't believe that. That's like The Exorcist, right?
What?
Better than that.
Yeah, it's better than The Exorcist because
it's better than The Exorcist. She has a speech impediment. I heard it. Exorcist.
It's real.
In fact, here, take.
It's better than The Exorcist because it's real.
That and check it out. And in fact, yeah, you can take it home and yeah, from now on, it's your new cereal spoon.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing. But speaking of spoons and stuff, and spooning, Alon.
Speaking of spoons and stuff and spooning.
Ladies want to know, are you single? Is the man who knows single?
I am not single. I have a fiance. Shout out to my fiance, Lindsay.
Everything he says, she goes.
And I'm bringing her to Las Vegas over the summer and moving her in with me. So.
And then from with the word fiance, and implies that in the future there'll be an opportunity to buy gifts. I'm thinking plasticware.
Plasticware, yes, plasticware.
Because of the spoon.
That's actually and paper plates.
Only finger food for us.
Only finger food. Wow, Alon, that was amazing.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, and folks, check him out. Alon New, themanwhoknows.tv. Thank you so much.
I have a YouTube channel too, by
No. They don't just give those out.
Books.
And books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, so check them out, guys. Alon New.
That guy came down there just to twist a spoon. That guy came down there just for that. How long will this shoot take? 4 minutes. 4 minutes and then 3 claps. April's hit segment, Dummies on the Street.
The casino or the win and
by the women's bathroom?
Well, I'll tell you that secret. The winning slot machines are the ones where people are already sitting.
Where are the winning slot machines?
15 years, hasn't learned how to turn the music down so we can hear her. That's the best. It's like when you get somebody who's been doing it for so long and it's like, did you listen to it before you edited it? I'll just talk really quiet under the music.
Well, they're anywhere that you are, basically.
Oh, well, you are so free anywhere I want to go.
Anywhere you like to be, baby. It's your world.
God, these are so funny. I love this edit.
Which machine should I play? The Lucky Sevens, the Pennies, what?
You should find the old machines that take quarters. You know, the ones that you put them in, you pull the handle, it goes tang, 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 tang.
So should I play the penny machines, quarter machines?
I would play the dollar slots. I think they pay the highest.
What should I do if somebody sits at my lucky machine?
Well, what I like to do is if I have to get up from my lucky machine and go to the bathroom, I always have a little cup of soda with me. I pour it all over the seat.
Oh, the lucky soda trick.
So if someone's...
She doesn't add anything. She just repeats back what they said. Oh, the lucky soda trick. Oh, the lucky soda trick.
Can I sound Australian, mate? April's warm embrace, skinny dipping puppet's grace, laughs in secret space. April by the lake, puppet dances, hearts awake. Nature's joy, no mistake.
It is Australian. You made Tukey Australian. Does this work with any voice if you just put like Mate and Sheila and Barbie?
Can I sound Australian, mate? April's warm embrace, skinny dipping puppet's grace, laughs in secret space. April by the lake, puppet dances, hearts awake.
Is he coming?
Nature's joy, no mistake.
Sounds like Tukey is jizzing hard.
In your seat, and you see that if that's your seat, then get them out.
Talk about how you know all the winning tricks of the slot machines. Then point to a slot machine nearby and say, see, that one's about to pay out. And then you wait for them to go, oh, wait, or you go, oh, no, I don't have money. I guess somebody else will go. And then just, you know, life will just take on by itself.
What? Hey, April, I think you found the dumbest girl at the fair. I got to go back just to hear what this dumb bitch is trying to say. Holy shit.
Someone's in your seat, and you see that if that's your seat, then get them out.
Talk about how you know
Here we go. Talk about how you know
all the winning tricks of the slot machines. Then point to a slot machine nearby and say, see, that one's about to pay out. And then you wait for them to go, oh, wait, or you go, oh, no, I don't have money. I guess somebody else will go. And then just, you know, life will just take on by itself.
life will just take on by itself.
I've made a huge mistake.
So what you do is you stand there and you go, I know all the winning secrets. I know all about them slot machines. I know all the secrets about the slot machines. And then you point to a far one over there and you go, see, like that one right there, that one's about to pay out. And then they go, I'm out. Oh, no, then you go, oh, no, I'm all out of money. And then they go, I guess I'll go play it. And then they go over there to play it. And then you just wait now. And then life will happen as it comes and goes. And then that's how life goes, and then how it comes. Okay. First of all, you know all the ins and outs and secrets of the slot machine, but you ain't got no money. I know about all the slot machines that pay out, and I know when they're gonna pay out and how they all work, but I ain't got no money. But that one over there is about to hit big. Hold on, you know all the secrets of the slot machines, but you have no money? Yeah, you sound like a normal gambler. I know how to win. I just got unlucky that one time. I just got unlucky.
How violent would you like to get?
Well, first of all, see if you got your walker with you. You just nudge him with your walker. Or if you got...
So all the people she's asking are the ones being funny. She's adding nothing to this. Everyone's around like, how do you save your seat? I pour a soda on it. Hit them with their walker. Pretend like you know that, like they're the ones being funny. They're the ones saying all the jokes. She's just going, wow, with a puppet. As if that's adding anything to a conversation.
Got a cane, you just knock them upside the head with your cane.
You could grab them around the neck and twist their head off.
I would just push them off their stool.
Do you think I could get away with it?
Do you think I could get away with it? My pet peeve, too, is puppets that sound like somebody's talking through their lips. Hi, everybody. My name's Jerry. Why do you sound like that, Jerry? Because I'm not a real person. I'm talking through somebody's lips like this. Imagine if your dad talked like that. Son, you better clean your room. Don't make me come up there. I'll whip that ass, boy. Did you get your allowance? You know your mother and I love you. That'd be the worst day of your life. If anyone in your life talked like that, like for real, like had an actual voice like that.
Oi, mate, can I sound Australian? That's gotta be hot. Throw some scrimp on the Barbie. That's not a knife. This is a knife. This noodly arm bitch I'm with makes me want to chuck a sickie. I have to down all the Fosters to get through the day. Get wrecked, mate.
Oh, God. Oh, we got to go to the servo and get a bevy. No, it doesn't work. I guess it doesn't work for all of them. Too good to be true.
No.
What's your prayer to Our Lady of the Holy Slot?
Oh, Our Lady of the Holy Slot, please let me win rent money for one night. In your name, amen.
Our Lady, who art in Vegas, hallowed be thy girl. Thy quarter come, thy will be done, as if I was a witter.
I've met her, but she's too
Women really are the funniest.
expensive for me.
Can you give me a ka-ching?
Ka-ching,
Can you give me a double ka-ching?
ka-ching, ka-ching.
Give me a ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
All right, I'll give you two versions. Are you ready? Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. There's one. And then here's my other favorite sound. Tang 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 tang. Dang 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 dang. Okay.
Here we do it like this, baby. Ching ching, ching ching ching, ching 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 ching.
Cha cha chang chang chang.
You remember that, Ruby?
Yeah. Now, can I get a ka-ching from you?
Well, since the slot machines don't really ka-ching, ka-ching, I can do the nice printout sound from your voucher. Brrr, brrr.
She thinks a printer goes. Brrr, brrr. Sorry, guys. Quiet. I'm printing. Brrr, brrr.
That's your winning sound now in Las Vegas.
See, I know everything. That's what happens if you create a Our Lady of the Holy Slots. Folks, as promised, this young lady, she has a voice. I mean,
Again, she's trying to do this like Weekend Vegas magazine TV show. Hey, let's all sit under these chairs so that we're in the dark. Can we make sure the black person sits in the darkest area? That's just good TV.
she's got a voice, Steve. Here is Serena Henry. Now, Steve, I'm going to toss it to you.
I got it.
For the
Who is this Steve guy who does this with her? Is this her boyfriend? Is this her husband? Tukey said she's still single, but I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Who knows?
First question.
Thank you. I'm actually very intrigued. How does a singer from Las Vegas make it to the White House?
Oh, wow. That's a very long story. I'm going to have to condense it down in like maybe a minute or so. So I got my career started in New York as an actor and then kind of parlayed my career into singing like full time at 11. Did the Apollo Theater.
It's like, imagine coming on this. It's like admitting your career's over. It's literally like announcing that you've stagnated and you shall go no further. Well, I'm doing this show this week, and then next week I'm just going to masturbate onto a VHS tape and kill myself.
And then met Gladys Knight, who I ended up on tour with.
Oh, that's a name. Do you know her number? Will she do the show?
With at 11 to almost 16 years old as a special guest vocalist. Part of that tour was a trip to the White House to perform for about 200 guests for a televised PBS special called In the White House. I think that aired in 1997.
Okay. 10 minutes later.
My favorite Pip is Merrill Bubba Knight Jr.
If you had...
Uh-oh.
Looking forward to that. Such a great experience last season.
I got to see what makes April go.
Just kind of, it's interesting because I'm also in a transitional period in a lot of ways.
We know. No one coming on this show is not in a transitional period, even if you don't know you are. If you come on April's show, you're in a transitional period to irrelevance. You're currently transitioning to irrelevance very quickly. Just a reminder, we're on Rumble. If we're ever not here on YouTube, we are over on Rumble. We're broadcasting on Rumble currently. Over on Rumble. We're on Rumble. Get on Rumble. Happy Rumble. We're on Rumble. We're not on YouTube. We're on Rumble. Have you seen Rumble?
Where the stage is taking on a new form for me as well.
And Steve,
Yes.
I need you to read my mind. I need you to read my mind because
Okay.
sometimes.
I got it. Hold on. If you had a superpower,
okay,
what would it be?
What would it be?
Wow.
Oh, to teleport.
To teleport.
Yeah, to teleport.
Anywhere but here. Dear God, make me a bird so I can fly far, far away.
Like, where would I be right now if I could teleport? I would be somewhere in the islands sipping a pina colada.
Oh my God, Steve, how did you do that?
I don't know.
Oh, they've got all the effects too. This show's great. This might be the greatest.
Not quite the beach I had in mind, but we on your.
How do they talk her into doing that? Like, no, move over here and then we'll do a. Trust me, we'll fix it in post. And she's like, are you sure? It might look stupid as fuck. And they're like, no, it's going to look fucking awesome. And then she went.
Water.
She started. She teleported. See, anything can happen in April on Vegas. Yeah,
that's right.
This is why I keep Steve around because every once in a while I'll be somewhere and Steve will teleport.
Boom, there we go.
Yeah, and so but now you're teleporting too.
I'm always teleporting.
But then again, of course, she won the Apollo 3 times, so she can do anything, man.
I'm dragging this bit out forever. We get enough about the teleporting.
Beetlejuice, Serena.
I like that.
Serena.
I like that.
Folks, check her out, Serena Henry. She's great.
Thank you.
And thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Guys. Nice to meet you.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Great show today, April. But how are things back in Double Park?
Great show today, April. Great show today, April. Who does all the sound for this show?
Her great, Steve. My cousin Mindy and her fiance Fabio are getting married this fall. It's going to be the wedding of the century.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't think Bobby could get out to like 2050, which is like halfway through the century.
That's where you're wrong, Steve. Mindy spent her entire life savings and hired an expensive lawyer to overturn Fabio's conviction. He won a new trial and could be out very soon.
Well, good luck to them, and I wish the lovebirds a happy future.
What is this bit? Did anybody catch this bit?
Getting married this fall.
Things back in Double Park.
Here we go.
Her great, Steve. My cousin Mindy and her fiance Fabio are getting married this fall.
My cousin Mindy and her fiance Fabio are getting married this fall.
It's going to be the wedding of the century.
It's going to be a wedding of the century.
correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't think Fabio could get out to like 2050, which is like halfway through the century.
Call me wrong. I didn't think Fabio could get out until 2050, which is like half the century.
That's where you're wrong, Steve. Mindy spent her entire life savings and hired an expensive lawyer to overturn Fabio's conviction.
Mindy spent a lot of money to hire an expensive lawyer to overturn Fabio's conviction. I'm waiting for the punchline here.
He won a new trial and could be out very soon.
He won a new trial and could be out very soon.
Good luck to them, and I wish the Lovebirds a happy future.
And so he'll get credit for time served. I wrote a letter extolling Fabio's good qualities myself. And let me tell you, Steve.
So he'll get out on time served, and I wrote a letter extolling Fabio's good.
He's got a lot.
I can come up with,
Steve, you're being a wet blanket just like both of Mindy's parents.
Well, April, the guy dropped out of high school to open a chop shop.
I know, and like I told the judge, he's an entrepreneur and a self-starter who values real-world experience. Isn't that great?
There's also the grand larceny.
I know, like I told the judge, Fabio's ambitious, a planner, and can clearly run a big company. Who wouldn't want him on their payroll?
Can't really ignore the arson.
I know. I highlighted that as well, as a matter of fact. Told the judge, Fabio sets fires because he has...
What is this bit? This is like one of her stand-up bits. She's drawing out. She's going on and on about Fabio, and I mean, this is clearly a bit, but like, what's happening? This is awful.
Fire, passion, and convictions.
He's definitely got the convictions, which is why he's in prison. And don't forget the high-speed chase.
Oh, I know. I closed the letter with that one. I said, Judge, the fact Fabio has had several police forces from several counties chasing after him for several hours means he's an asset in any high-pressure situation.
Well, I think it's kind you want to help Mindy, but shouldn't she go after someone who's emotionally and physically available, someone who has something like freedom?
That's what my whole family, Fabio's lawyer, and the...
This is like the worst double act ever in the Catskills. This is painful. This is painful. I mean, yeah, but what about the high-speed chase? I know. That's why I told the cops he's wanted in several countries. Shouldn't you be after him too? I know, but then the larceny. I know, and that's why I said it's like, ugh. What is this cornball thing that they got into here? What is this little I don't like it. I don't like this. Is making me ill. I might have to test again.
trial judge said, but that's not the best part.
It gets better.
You see, Fabio has an illegal cell phone Mindy smuggled in for him, and he and his entire cell block have been watching your Cash or Crash Las Vegas live channel on YouTube.
Well, on second thought, then maybe he has some qualities, and maybe I should send a letter to the judge saying GLDD.
Gotta love Vegas, baby.
I mean, that was the weirdest ending to a show I've ever seen in my life. What the fuck was that? What was that little sketch? Did they write that? They go like, oh my God, this is great. This is gonna kill. Mindy and Fabio? Forget about it.
The English Hotel.
Wow. So they've just got lots of great stuff. The Dummies in the Street stuff, she looks like she can't stop doing it. Does she do anything live? Oh, no. Meet President Joe Biden time.mp4. Oh, no. Oh, no. She has a Biden puppet. She has a Biden puppet. Oh, no.
Over here, President Biden time. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the
Just like, do you see? Like, there's never a time when this woman's on camera where you're not like, ugh. Something's a little off. You know what I mean? I don't know what. She's almost an attractive woman, but just not.
Hello, exactly.
She's almost an attractive woman, just not.
Get well soon. We want you to get well.
She's almost an attractive woman, but not.
I've fallen
and I can't get up.
Hey, Biden.
Hey, you, get your damn hands off her.
Okay. Just look at her. The uneasy smile. The eyes are like, hi. We're here having a really good time. Welcome to the Nobody Likes Onions program. I'm Patrick, and this is the show. I'm happy to be here. It's just so awkward.
President of the United States, Joe Biden time. My fellow Americans.
And it's .mp4, which is the best part. Like, good enough. Send it. Send it.
Over here, President Biden time. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the President of the United States, Joe Biden time. My fellow Americans, I'm really glad to be here tonight.
Holy shit. Is that the president? Oh, yes, I am the president. I'm so happy to be here tonight. Can you tell that I am the president?
Even if you didn't vote for me, it doesn't matter.
Look at her dumb face. Also, in the puppet talk, she just lets go. Like, she doesn't, a good ventriloquist has to be present. It's like, you have to treat the puppet like another person talking. You can't just let your face relax while they're on.
I'll be your president. So, President Biden time. How does it finally feel to be president? Present? Folks, when I was a boy in Scranton.
Look at her face. It's like she's reading something off to the side. Yeah, her dead eyes are permanent. Those cannot be replaced. You can't get new eyes. You can't get new eyes. She's just, they're just dead eyes. I mean, you'd have to get a whole new girl. You'd have to bring a whole new girl in. This one's done. There's no fixing that. There's no fix for the eyes this woman has. It's just a... Just kind of all over the place, kind of like, yeah, full nannerpuss.
You can call me nannerpuss.
That's what it is. That is what it is.
My father said, Joey.
I mean, we gotta go in closer, so you can see. Just her mascara is running. She's been crying before she made this. like she's just like, well, I guess I'll try again.
Treat every day like Christmas, 'cause every day's a gift.
Is this working? Is this going viral? Somebody just installed her eyes wrong. They're just, I mean, I don't know if they used the wrong wiring harness or what, but they're just in upside down or crooked or backwards, or they mixed the left and the right. I don't know what it is.
President, not present. Oh, president. Folks. When I was a boy in Scranton, kids used to make fun of me, Cool Joey Glee, for my stutter. But I ate my scrackle, mastered scrackle, and now I'm ready to grapple. Hiya! So how does it finally feel to call the White
You can't argue with good writing. You can't argue with good writing, I'll tell you that.
House home? Folks, the fact of the matter is, we need to restore the office of presidency to...
Like it or not, it's just a great Biden impression. Folks. Because he says that all the time. You ask people, what is Biden known for saying? Come on, man. No, folks. He's always going, folks. Oh, wait, he never says that.
Your dignity. Kids need someone that they can raise to a pinnacle. And you're the oldest person ever to hold the office of president. Knock on wood, I'm as quick as a whip. Knock on wood, I'm as healthy as an ox. Knock on wood. Who's that at the door? Who are you again, dear? I'm April. Oh, April. Yes, and I'm April who's going to ask you your...
Kids in their rooms put on better productions than this. You know what I mean? Like, this is embarrassing. And again, if there's a man with her helping her do this, he should be murdered. I mean, how good could this retarded, brittle old pussy be? You're knocking this out and helping her make these videos. I couldn't come for weeks after hearing fuck spit out the side of a retarded geriatric woman's mouth. Fuck. Can her pussy come like a ventriloquist pussy? Oh shit, I thought you squirted over there. I didn't even know.
Plans about coronavirus. So what are your plans? Folks, here's the deal.
Folks.
Number one, we're going to listen to the scientists. The doctors, the physicians, and the sturgeons. Number two, we're going to stop telling the American people lies. And instead, we're going to give them true fallacies. Number four, we've already come a long way in the fight against coronavirus.
It's like while she's doing the puppet, she forgets herself and she just stares at him and tries to not move her mouth, but it's so cringe.
As a nation, we've lost 243 pounds. 243 pounds? What are you talking about, Mr. President? Come on, Leanne. We got Donald J. Trump out of the White House. Oh, and speaking of Donald J. Trump, what are you going to do about QAnon? Folks, when I was a boy in Scranton and the nuns were hitting me across the knuckles for my stutter, my father said, Joey, you gotta learn the alphabet. So here's the deal. In a Joe Biden time in America, Q will never come before N. And your cabinet is quite progressive.
I mean, this is just...
Folks, when I was a boy in Scranton, my father...
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. It never ends.
Do you have any last words for the American people before we end this interview? Could you drop me a beat? Sure.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Folks, it's me, Uncle Joey B. When I was a little boy in Scranton, see, I stuttered. And now I'm restoring America most definitely. The fact of the matter is, I wear these shades. Here's the deal, I'm a cool cat. And if you didn't vote for me, well, you aren't black. Joey B in the house, come on, man. Let drop, God bless America, support our troops. DJ Krez out.
I mean, I got one thing to say. How good does Ari Jane feel about herself right now? Holy shit. Holy shit. You know, I mean, could we get her and Ray hooked up somehow? April and Ray. Holy shit. It's like Wendy the retard got a puppet. It's like streamed 2 years ago. She did these live? That puppet thing was live? Okay, this is called Divided Dummies. I don't know what this one is.
I have thousands of people rooting for me to fail every day.
Uh-oh. Sorry, that was that Freudian. Again, enough with these headshots with your dead eyes. What a dead-eyed bitch.
Good evening, America.
Oh no. Just another girl. You can guarantee her whole shitty studio apartment is just clothes everywhere, a green screen. The sound is always garbage. Hey guys, she's in studio with her platinum dyed hair and her dresses that don't fit. She's a Pittsburgh 6. These are realtor headshots. Come to the morgue eyes. Yeah, I mean it really is unfortunate. Like there's nothing she can do about it. She doesn't understand. Like you have retard I'm not home right now eyes. You just have dumb eyes. So you'll never not look dumb. There's nothing you can do. Pack it up.
Brucker. Tonight, we will look at a nation divided, issues divided.
Don't you just want to put a golf ball into the clown's mouth when you see her? It's like one of those things you knock down with a baseball at the carnival midway. And you get any prize from the second shelf.
And dummies divided. On this broadcast, we will talk to the candidates, the voters, and the experts. Earlier this week, I was able to sit down at the White House with Donald J. Trump.
So she's one of those people who gets a word and can't stop saying it. It's Joe Biden time and Donald J. Trump. And every time she talks about either one of those presidents, seriously or not seriously, she'll say Donald Trump and Joe Biden time. And she's one of those people, she'll in a conversation casually say Joe Biden time 30 times as if did you guys hear it? She's like, yeah, I was watching Joe Biden time the other night giving a speech and he doesn't really know anything he's doing when it comes to oil and drilling for oil and stuff. But that's just classic Joe Biden time, And I don't really care who you voted for, Donald Trump or Joe Biden time. The fact is, she would have that actual discussion and keep saying the names like that as if, ain't I a stinker? Ain't I nuts? It's like Steel Toe will do that, when he gives somebody a nickname, but he'll say it 9 times in one paragraph. And then Fat Onion Head just kept doing, things Fat Onion Head does. And the thing Fat Onion Head doesn't get, it's just yeah, Fat Onion Head. Good one. Good one. Keep saying it. You don't want to forget that one.
The 45th president of the uninformed states of America.
So I don't know what she's trying to do this truth to power, stick it to the man, political stuff. They all do this. Every fucking woman tries the same shit in comedy. I'll guest on people's stuff, then I'll try to do my own thing, then I'll try a naked thing, then I'll try a political thing, then I'll do a fashion. And they never stick with anything long enough for it to work. So they always just think, it must not work. I'll start a new thing. What if I was nude doing the puppet, huh? Now what, fellas? And then we all get a look at her and we're like, no, thanks.
Mexico's going to pay for the wall.
Oh, no. Imagine how many of these puppets she has in her closet. You pick her up at a bar and you go back to her place to bang and you just have to kick off 9,000 puppets. Instead of a beaded curtain to get into her bedroom, it's just dangling marionettes and you get all caught up in the strings.
And it's going to be huge. What about coronavirus? Easy. Drink plenty of good Wiser. That's how I cured mine. Good, I'm sick of your fake news and your fake ventriloquism. What? And I have a puppet of my own. I present to you the head of my China virus task force, Vice President Mike Dispense. What the? Howdy, Ms. Brucker.
that you have a, I can't continue this interview anymore with a woman that's not my wife. That's it, this interview's over. After leaving what historians call the worst ventriloquist act in U.S. history, I was able to ask Mexican President Don Juan de Casanova de Gorguita about the wall. Hola! We told Senor Trump that Mexico would pay for the wall. All he had to do was go to the Western Union and...
All the voices just sound the same, right? Almost every voice sounds exactly the same to me.
Took out the money order. What could possibly go wrong? I was also able to ask former Vice President Joe Biden a few questions before a last...
See? Joe Biden time. It's a good one. Good one.
...minute fundraiser at the Boys and Girls Club of America. Donald J. Trump is not just running against anyone. He's running against me, Joe Biden time. Yeah. And I'm going to beat him like a drum because my running mate Camaro, she's number 1, is smart as the devil. Number 2, she's named after a car. And number 3, she told me not to wear cornrows to tonight's event. Ew, please stay away from my hair. And your running mate's name is Kamala. I wrote a rap for tonight's event. Want to hear it? No. Folks, it's me. I'm Joey B. Joe Dog in the house. Scranton in the house. Lay your hands in the air like you just don't care. Go, hey, yo. Black lives matter. Mic drop.
She's so fucking hot.
Members of the local chapter of BLM made the following statement. I want to vote for Joe Biden time, but he's got to stop rapping. Haven't black people suffered enough?
Oh, no.
There were some voters at the fundraiser who were still undecided, like Sugar Baby Mae Wilson.
I love the sound effect every time we transition.
Rudy Giuliani only paid me in an IMDb credit, and Donald J. Trump wrote me a hush money check to Glounced. Joe Biden time has a hair fetish, and his son Hunter smokes crack, which means they're broke. Can I vote for Borat?
Unfortunately for May, she cannot vote for Borat, but we were able to catch up with some Donald Trump supporters doing a last-minute event.
I love it. She calls him Donald Trump. She calls Joe Biden time. And then she introduces Joe Biden time. Joe Biden time says Donald Trump. That's fine. But then he calls Kamala Camaro. And she goes, her name's Kamala, not Camaro. Oh, Joe Biden time. Anyway, the latest with Trump. It's like, hold on, who's your character? The one who gets names wrong or the one who gets names right? You're correcting him for saying Camaro instead of Kamala, but not Trump instead of Trump. And you call him Biden time instead of Biden. Like, what are we?
And in support of the president in D.C. Coronavirus is a Democratic hoax. I haven't worn this mask the entire time.
I mean, this is like a child who goes in a room and plays when she's grounded because she has nothing else to do. I mean, this is embarrassing. To film this and put it up, this is on how many servers at Google? This is backed up and backed up and backed up. It's available in 9 resolutions, including audio only. And, the servers at Google are storing this in case anybody ever wants to see it again. Ooh. Dummies divided. That was that political show. Don't Read My Lips trailer? What is this?
This holiday season, surprise your family and friends with
This is Last Christmas.
the truly unique gift. Don't Read My Lips is an exciting, fun new book by April Brucker.
Is this real?
America's foremost female ventriloquist. You've seen her on Judge.
America's foremost female ventriloquist. What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
Jerry, My Strange Addiction.
We're not even going to get to replayables today. You know, our friends at the Shuli Network, I've been watching the show Replayables, and I have some thoughts. They're not all bad. Some are very funny, but we may not get to it today. We might have to save that. I didn't know that women were going to be such a deep dive today.
What Would You Do? And many other television shows.
Is this a real book? Don't Read My Lips?
Her writing is just as brilliant and precise as her artful work on stage.
Oh, God!
Wonderful and funny. I loved it.
These quotes aren't by anyone. They're not attributed to anyone. They're just things on the screen surrounded by quotes.
Anecdotes, funny stories, recollections, all written in a fun, breezy, and delightfully conversational tone.
I love how they got AI to do all this. Don't Read My Lips by April Brucker on Amazon. I can't. Don't Read My Lips, April Brucker. I mean, she's had to sell 3 fucking copies of this. Oh boy. Oh boy. It is a real thing. Holy. Whether you're interested in ventriloquism, fucking hell. Whether you're interested in ventriloquism as an occupation, hobby, or just a pastime, Don't Read My Lips is for everyone from novices to professional. American actress, comedian, and reality TV personality April Brucker reveals the secrets of a successful vent who has entertained on network television, off-Broadway, and in Las Vegas. Roll over to Zoom. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. John Quinones. Oh, God. Inside Edition, Entertainment Tonight. We've got to find her My Strange Addiction, right? I mean, that's got to be April Brucker, My Strange Addiction. Oh, God. Her photos are just shit. God. It's disturbing. There's something so unnatural about her that it's just gross. I don't even know how to explain this. It's like, this is gross to me, like vomit inducing. Like, I know a lot of people would be like, wow, she's pretty hot for an older lady. I just like, that's disgusting. Ugh! Ugh! Ah! And you want to know what I'm talking about with eyes? Like, there's no fixing this. There's no fixing these eyes. This is a retarded woman trapped inside a skin suit. So I guess she's addicted to puppets. She was obsessed with puppets. Where is this episode? We gotta find it. If we can't do it today, we'll do it another day. Ventriloquist and VLC star, TLC, 38 years old, a month ago. Oh, no. Okay, here we go. Exclusive. Ventriloquist 38 and TLC starts with $50,000 a year, caring for her 38 puppet children.
Oh no.
Opens up about a desperate search after being dumped by fiance when she refused to give up her dolls. This is an ultimatum. This was an ultimatum. April 38 lives in Las Vegas with her 38 children and is looking for Mr. Right. Oh, no. Ventriloquist receives fan mail from male prisoners around the world. That checks out. Well, she was 38 in what year? When was this written? Oh, this is this year. She's 38. She looks rough. She looks rough for 38. She looks 58. She looked 58. She might be Dan Ninening the whole situation. Former My Strange Addiction star still hopes to get married one day. She says she says one of her puppets will officiate the ceremony. Do you, April, take this man? I do, Mr. Biden time. This is rough. A puppet-obsessed woman who was dumped by her fiance after she refused to give up her doll children, I love that, has revealed she is once again looking for love and hopes to get married one day to a man who will support her $50,000 a year figurine collection. Which are they? Figurines, dolls, or puppets? Because those are all different things. Ventriloquist April Brucker, 38, who now lives in Las Vegas, ended up single in 2010 when the man she was planning to wed gave her the ultimatum and forced her to choose between him and her dolls. Fast forward 13 years later, April is now the proud parent of 38 puppets, whom she refers to as her children. She has one for every year she's been born, despite receiving letters from male admirers across the globe. She's yet to find Mr. Right. Speaking exclusively to Daily Mail, the blonde who found fame on TLC's My Strange Addiction. I'm just desperately seeking Mr. OK. And Mr. OK has to be a man that likes puppets. That's number one. Hi, I'm Mr. OK. He's got to have a good sense of humor, so that's where I'm at. I'm still desperately seeking Mr. OK. Now, what is this?
I am getting a lot of attention on social media from guys. One guy wrote me in Croatian, and it was the first fan letter that I ever got in Croatian. And I get fan letters from all around the world, from men who have read about my fiance dumping me, me dumping the fiance for the puppets. And they want to marry me and take me.
My fiance dumping me. I mean, me dumping my fiance for the puppets. Yeah. I dumped him. I dumped him for the puppet. So people have clearly heard my story about him dumping. I mean, me dumping him. Girl power. It's like, no, he dumped you, honey. He dumped you. Again, you can only wipe your dick on so many puppets before you look around and go, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Why don't we get a box of tissues like a normal couple, huh? Why don't we put a towel down instead of Leo the lion? Oh, looks like you're pumping April pretty good there, Patrick. High five. Could you not do the voices while I come? So people heard the story about him dumping me. I mean, I dumped him. Yeah, she's batshit crazy. She's probably good in the sack, But Jesus Christ, the gaslighting of herself. When he dumped me, I mean, I dumped him.
They want to marry me and take me far.
I got to hear that again.
Me dumping the fiance for the puppets. And they want to marry me and take me far away from all around the world, from men who have read about my fiance dumping me. Me dumping the fiance for the puppets.
My fiance dumping me. I mean, me dumping him for the puppet.
And they want to marry me and take me far away and stuff. And so one guy writes me in Croatian that I'm beautiful. He wants to rescue me and my puppets. He wants to
Did you not see the eyes? Did you not see her eyes? Nobody called her beautiful if they saw her. She must have had sunglasses on that day.
hold me. He wants to kiss me. I'm just desperately seeking Mr. Okay. That's where I'm at now. As a matter of fact, I'm just desperately seeking Mr. Okay. And Mr. Okay has to be a man that likes puppets.
I'm looking for a man, and he's gotta like my hand so much when it's up a puppet's butt. All day, it smells really bad up there because of all the sweat and the dirt and boogers and all the cum and schmagma. And my hand is up there all day. And then it goes into a different puppet. I'm always putting on puppet. My whole hands might as well be Edward Scissorhands because I'm always up in my puppets doing voices and songs. And if you wanna be my man, you better be okay with all my puppets. If you wanna be my man, you better like two things: dead eyes, dumb bitches, and puppets. Oh, wait, that's three things. Get it? She can't take a photo where her eyes aren't just, Again, you can see how like a horned up dude would be like, oh boy. But anybody with eyeballs knows those titties ain't right. Just like Angie Crum. Those titties ain't right. What do you think happens the minute you let these out? Look at that one on the right. It's 3 times bigger. This tit is 3 times bigger than this tit. And when you remove these bindings, this one goes up, blah, 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 and this one goes under the armpit. It actually points back at her puppets. Oh, no. Oh, no, I did it again. Can we ever have anything nice? Why do I always have to break everything that I do? How do I fix this? It's been so long since I did this mistake. What's the program that I use to share a keyboard and mouse? You've never been anything like me. I'm gonna call your dad and tell him what he did to my boy. My boy. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that. Oh, boy. Hunga. Hunga. Okay, we're behind here. The ghost of Mr. P and April's. Now we don't know which April. We may have to get an April Brucker voice now. And her puppets. We'll have to get a voice for any one of her puppets. It's all the same. The puppet doesn't even want to bang Corky's sister. Beloved chatter, another April for Patrick to sexualize. Oh, great. I mean, again, these are the women who take photos like this, and then you're going to tell me I'm sexualizing them? She looks like she's on benzos. I mean, it just really is lifeless dead eyes. It really is just like she's been sexually abused and had to tune it out. But if you think that's hot, I can't help you. This is canoe hot. You know what I mean? Like, I've never been with a woman before, so this looks different. April revealed she isn't short of offers, though. She's received fan mail from men all over the world, including prisoners. I will say I'm getting a lot of attention on social media from guys. One guy wrote me in Croatian. It was the first letter I'd ever gotten from a Croatian, and I get fan letters from all around the world from men who have read about my fiance dumping me, and they want to marry me and take me far away and stuff. So they didn't correct it here where she said about her fiance dumping her. And she corrected it, remember? No, I dumped him. And so one guy writes me in Croatian that I'm beautiful. He wants to rescue me and my puppets. He wants to hold me, kiss me. And at the time, I released a pinup calendar because I thought, why not? So I tried to get him to buy a calendar, and he said I cannot receive mail where I'm at. So I said, would you like an autographed photo of my puppets and I? Because I'm thinking maybe he doesn't want to spend money on the other stuff. And he says, I can't receive mail where I'm at, but in 50 years, I hope to hold you. And so I'm reading a little bit more. He comes clean. He's in prison in Croatia. April isn't sure how her mother would react if she were to marry an inmate, though. With my mother, I would never hear the end of it. So, I've got to draw the line somewhere. My Strange Addiction star also revealed she's down. There's a downside to being in the public eye and putting herself out there on social media. Oh, God, look at this. It's just sad. She's got all these puppets. She's got so many friends, but she's so alone. And again, she must think she's hot shit. Again, this is like every alone woman in California who lives off the grid looks like this. It's like, yeah. I guess we'd fuck you if we came upon you in a path and hadn't had sex or food and water in eons. But other than that, I see a girl that looks like this, I don't think hot. I think crazy. Get away. Get away. You don't know what's going to happen next. You don't know what she's going to do. You don't know what she's capable of. That's about right. That's the look. Just Charlize Theron looking bitch. Nutty as shit. And look at these lips. Again, imagine a 38-year-old being this weathered. This is a weathered bitch. 38 years old. Skin looks like old luggage. I've had some people that I've raised a lot of red flags, but thankfully I've had a lot of good support around me. I try to put up boundaries with some people, but not all my encounters have been bad. However, April's yet to meet her Prince Charming. Still daydreams about the day she'll walk down the aisle. She daydreams about it. 40 years old. She daydreams about it. I'd like to get married, and I'd like all of my puppets to be at my wedding. Oh, God. I'd like all my puppets to be at my wedding. I'd like some of them to be bridesmaids and groomsmen, the ventriloquist explained, adding that she definitely wants to get hitched in Sin City. But for the time being, April's children keep her very busy and also help her earn a decent living. Keep her busy. I have to calm them out, do a lot of flea dips. I got 2 new characters last week, and I was so overjoyed when they came in the mail. I was so excited. I have 38 children now, she revealed. When asked how people react to her calling her puppets her kids, April replied, I know they're not real children, but they're my children. People refer to their cats and dogs as children all the time. Officer, he was speeding too. It's like people who refer to their cats and dogs as their children are retarded as well. Those people are also mentally ill. You're like, I know that I'm mentally ill, but other people are mentally ill too. Oh, carry on then. April's children certainly cost her a few dollars. She admits to spending up to $50,000 a year on them. On what? Jerry curl? Toys? Do they have dolls? Do the dolls have dolls? April's children certainly cost her a few dollars. Sorry. I've been lucky enough to make this a career, and it's paid off. For instance, as a writer, you need a new laptop every once in a while because you can't write without a laptop. I can't perform without these guys. So if they look ratty, nobody wants to look at them, to book them. So the financial upkeep can be a battle, but it's worth it. It's all worth it. But I work a lot, and that's why these puppets pay off, because I did 9-month residency here in Las Vegas. So even though I spend money, it's like I like to spend money to make money. She had a 9-month residency in Vegas. Where? She performed for 9 months in the same place every night. Where? What ninth circle of hell was this? As well as performing in New York, LA, and a 9-month residency in Vegas, she also has a book about ventriloquism called Don't Read My Lips. Hey, big boys. You like carcass women? You like cadaver vibes? Hey, boy. 38. Holy shit. See, this is disgusting to me. Some guys in here are going like, she's got a great body. It's like there's blood and worms coming out of her. She scrapes. She scrapes. So if you think this is hot, I don't know. I can't help you. The puppet has better skin, and I'm pretty sure it's burlap. I mean, 38. Oh, yeah, grandma face? 38. I'm hoping to find the right guy. I know they're not my real children. That would be crazy. I know they're not my real children. Each one of those teeth has stories. Each one of those teeth. And she looks, again, if you think this is hot, I really can't help you. I got no words if you think that's sexy. This is like Grand Theft Auto hooker sexy. Maybe. Ooh, 38, 10 years ago. Oh, no. Here it is. Despite being well established in the world of ventriloquism, April still strives to perfect her craft every single day. I practice all the time because practice makes perfect. The more you practice, the more perfect you get. And as a matter of fact, that's one of the things that's interfered with my dating life, is I have to be perfect. I have to perfect these guys. I always have to practice. And we've seen the evidence of that. She's a master. The way she works these puppets, it's like a pro. You never see her mouth move. They all have super distinct voices. It's definitely not shitty. I'm embarrassed for her. She's adamant that her addiction to ventriloquism isn't unhealthy.
I didn't tell you that.
Oh,
Now,
no.
the governor-
Sorry, I didn't mean to play that. I'm notorious for being out with people, and they're like, April, I want to stay out late. And I say, no, I have to get home and practice. Joe Biden time is waiting. Hello, that's what he does. Biden time. Is this thing wrong? Someone in her chat has met her and watched her in high school and has confirmed she's 38. She's just rough as fuck. Yeah, she's rough. Although April's dedication leaves very little room for a romantic relationship, she doesn't regret choosing puppets over a man. It's the best decision I ever made for myself. Because not only did I choose my puppets, I chose myself. And since I become a professional ventriloquist, I have not regretted the decision and never looked back. This is what these people do too. It's like Chad. They had 1 year where they made 50 grand. They had 1 year where they had a residency for 9 months. And now that becomes their entire life story. She's a professional ventriloquist who does it on the strip and had a residency and successful performer. It's like she ain't. This is a loser open micer with no followers. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure she performed at the Alexis Park Hotel Tuesday through Thursday. for 9 months. I'm sure. I don't even know where it was. I'm just saying, like, that kind of a gig, great. Ty Rivera had a residency at Chancla's. Ask him if it was a career maker. This thing she's doing where I'm like, I don't regret it at all. Now that I'm a pro ventriloquist making it, she said she's the foremost female ventriloquist in the country. Now, Patrick, can you name a bigger female ventriloquist? No, I cannot. But you know what I mean? Like, Jeff Dunham could go trans at any moment and take that #1 spot from her. The foremost female comedian in the country. I don't know. I don't get it. We're gonna watch the we have time. What is it? 7:35. How long till Aaron's Scream Fest? It looks like they have 150 to go to the goal. Let me just double check that. Let me make sure we're live. Let's see what they're talking about over on the old toe.
Yeah. It's remarkable that they're, what they're doing and how they're treating people.
Well, he's
I got the open.
Go ahead.
They're doing it in the open to our faces.
Yeah.
The part that I find remarkable is always like, this was normally the shit that I grew up believing. Well, they couldn't do that right in front of you. You'd get upset.
But if you divide half the country and get them to think that those people are all Nazis, like, I'll be very honest with you. If they did this to Joe Biden, if Trump won the election and Joe Biden was like, I'm questioning the shit out of this. Or like Hillary Clinton, remember, she was
Trump and Biden and racism and trans. Trump and Biden and Nazis. Every day. Every day. How do Nazis come up organically every day 100 years later? Every day? Every day Nazis come up to Aaron. Every day. Every day. Aaron every day talks about Nazis. I don't know about you, but I do not see Nazis anywhere. Every day with the trans, with the Shaka, with the black, with the Nazis. It's like every day. Every day. And by the way, I'm not even sure a trans person couldn't beat Aaron up. It's so fucking dumb. Now Johnny's going on about it. All right, we got April Brucker. So they have 115 to go. So Chandler could knock that out for them, maybe. I don't know. This is 21 minutes, which means we're not going to get to it all today. Because, we're going to have to pause this a million times. But I would like to... I would like to watch the intro of it and get us set up. And maybe we'll watch this later this week. Because you definitely don't deserve overtime today. We're sitting at 189 likes. The money, whatever. The likes, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. Can you hit the like?
Also, you'll see.
Her brain hurts. Did you see that?
It's,
That right there. When they told me I had to pick between a man friend and the puppets. How do you find these people? They're all Vegas comics. This is what comedians are. And by the way, these are the ones who are convinced they're headlining and have made it. She thinks she's a star. She's the world's foremost female ventriloquist. It's got to be worth $3s of dollars. $3s of it. Do you know what my daily goal would have to be if I had puppets to care for all their felt?
It was pretty painful.
I'm worried about the problems the puppet will cause for her. I'm worried people will stay away from her because she's just this girl with a puppet.
I'm not hurting anybody. So to the people that think it's out of control, 3 words: leave me alone.
I mean, you're going to the park and sticking it in people's face. Leave me alone. Who cares if you don't like my puppet? Leave me alone. It's like, all right. I do want a puppet now. Somebody get me a cool puppet. Just mail it into the P.O. box. I would just love a nice puppet. I don't care what it is, who it is. Just a nice puppet. Give me a Tukey, but have him be blue. And we'll name him Blukey. You know, I don't care what it is. I'm not a picky guy. Make it a fat, make it me. Make it just like an exact replica of me. All right, we got to quit that because I'm getting struck by TLC for doing that. They don't like that. TLC doesn't like when you board their baby. All right, they got a $115 goal over at Steel Toe. They've been doing 8 to 9 minute bucket shake, so I imagine they'll be starting that pretty soon.
And Chrissy Mayer, Saturday, October 21st at Partners Pub here in Sartell. Eventbrite.com.
Sartell. We do the best comedy in Sartell. Right, yeah, motherfucker. Mr. Panhandler says Joey C. Puppet and I would love it. I'd love it. I'd really love it. So they're watching some of the Perry Caravello stream. Is this the one Chrissy Mayer?
You gotta stop. You gotta stop. Stop, all of you! Stop, all of you! Get out of my house! Get out of my...
So
oh my God, that's the fucking taser.
That's the little shocker thing that he puts on Perry.
Shocker.
He works him up. He riles him up. Perry starts screaming, and then he shocks him. You piece of shit.
He's screaming, "Get out of my house."
Tom,
it's the dude's fucking house.
Tom, bring that fucking thing up to Minnesota. Give it a shot, fat boy. Give it a fucking shot, Tom. Please. I don't have brain damage. I mean, not that I know of.
Hold on. Wow.
I don't have a traumatic brain injury.
Aaron threatening people is fucking hilarious. Give it a shot, fat boy. Give it a shot. Watch his tough eyes. Watch Aaron be tough. This is great. Watch this. It's unreal.
My name is Dan.
Oh, fuck. Why do I keep playing that?
Screaming, "Get out of my house."
Look at this.
The dude's
Look at this. Watch Aaron be tough. This is the best thing of the day.
fucking house.
He's been thinking about, like, should I do this? Yeah, I'm going to do it. Here we go.
Tom, bring that fucking thing up to Minnesota. Give it a shot, fat boy. Give it a...
At first, he's not looking at the camera, and then he decides to make it a real threat. First of all, look at this freeze frame. Look at this noodly dork. Watch this threat.
Get out of my house.
Tom,
it's the dude.
It was a big gulp to start. Tom, big gulp. Watch
He
it.
shocks him. You piece of shit.
He's screaming, "Get out of
Big gulp right here. Look at it.
my
Goop,
house."
goop. Now he's tough.
It's the dude's fucking house.
Tom, bring that fucking thing up to Minnesota. Give it a shot, fat boy. Give it a fucking shot, Tom. Please. I don't have brain damage. I mean, not that I... Give it a fucking shot, Tom. Please. Give it a shot, fat boy. Give it a fucking shot, Tom. Please. Soda. Give it a shot, fat boy. Give it a fucking shot, Tom. Please. Give it a shot, fat boy. Give it a fucking shot, Tom. Please. Give it a shot, fat boy. Give it a fucking shot, Tom. Please.
Look at his mopey face. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Give it a shot, fat boy. Please. You can't frown. You can't frown while you do it.
I don't have... Fat boy. Give it a fucking shot, Tom. Please. I don't have brain damage. I mean, not that I... Give it a fucking shot, Tom. Please. I don't have brain damage. I mean, not that I know of. Fucking shot, Tom. Please. I don't have brain damage. I mean, not that I know of. Fucking shot, Tom. Fucking thing up to Minnesota. Give it a shot, fat boy. Give it a fucking shot, Tom. Please.
I'm trying to find the toughest frame. Hold on.
Fat boy. Give it a fucking shot.
Which is the scariest look?
Tom.
Frightening, terrifying.
Please.
Terrifying. Oh, fuck.
I don't have brain damage. I mean, not that I know of. I haven't been checked. I don't have a traumatic brain
catch up.
injury. Let's knock this thing out and call it a victory today and get Steel Toe that half hour of overtime. If we don't knock it out, we wrap up in about 5 minutes. If we do knock it out, we do an extra 30 minutes of overtime. So who's going to start the rally today? Who's going to be the first one to throw those holy dollar bills into the Steel Toe offering plate and continue?
I can't. While we're doing this, let me just plug the Overdose. If you want to support this show, look, we're happy to take your super chats, your gifted memberships, and thank you to everyone who's done that today. As far as your voice chats and stuff like that, it's all appreciated. Join the Overdose. That's the main thing we care about over here. Join the Overdose. NobodyLikesOnions.com/overdose. Get access to all the show, the bonus stuff, and more. And also pick up something from our store. That's all I'm going to say. That's how we make money and promote things. It's how we earn a living. I don't want you to not get something in return. So go ahead and pick up something. Let us know if you're...
plate and try to knock this thing out. 110 from doing it. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. He starts gurgling when he's not going to make it. He starts, oh booger. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Those aren't words. Oh bye-bye, boy. Oh bye-bye, boy.
Look at this poor guy sitting here just holding an offering plate, literally begging for your pennies to keep his show on the air. Let's do this thing. 110 away. Streamlabs.
Let's just do it, guys. Let's just do it. We only need 110. Let's just do it.
Memberships.
What's you guys' problem?
All of that happy horse shit. Come on, boys and girls. I'm humiliating myself. Need Trump says screw MSO. New boot goofing. $95 away from today's goal.
And that puts us within 45 of 50, and that counts as a goal.
That was huge. Now the rally has begun. Everybody jump in and throw it out there. 2.5 minutes.
Look at this.
Siddharth with $20.
Devin Payment says, put your money towards NLO's Overdose. Fuck Steel Toe. Morning show. Watch it disappear. Watch his super chat vanish.
And here comes
Look
the
at
rally.
this.
Oh, that 199 in the chat. That is a creepy fucking dude. Oof, he probably won't be alive long. That is a sad life to live. But hey, even people with 50 IQs need something to do. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Okay.
That's a good one. Thanks, fake Devin.
Me renewing his membership for another month. 75 away from today's goal. Off we go. Let's keep it going. 70.
It's so low energy, and look at Johnny just sitting there.
Horizon. 2 minutes left.
Look at Johnny.
Let's knock it out. We are not very far to go from here. Streamlabs, PayPal, Rumble Rants, Super Chats, memberships. Come on, we're almost there.
Come
Mr.
on.
Me also gifting
Come
a membership.
on.
The Stallion Man got one. He'll be so happy about that. He's here a lot.
Come on.
Thanks, buddy.
Look at him just sit there.
70 away from knocking this thing out. Minute and a half to go. You guys have got it. 70 away. We can do this thing. Everybody working together.
70.
Streamlabs, PayPal,
Streamlabs,
Super Chats,
PayPal.
Venmo.
They probably don't know where to do it. That's it. That's it. It's guys at Streamlabs, PayPal.
3 weeks. That's no good. 1 minute left. Dustin with $10. Thank you very much. 65 away. 55 away. Balls Deep with $11 says diabetes. Terrible disease. People losing legs and stuff and feet and toes and all kinds of things. 50 seconds. 50 seconds left. $55 away from today's goal. We've got it, you guys. You can do this. Just pushing a little bit further forward.
Push it.
To knock this thing out.
Push it.
35 seconds to go.
Push
Red
it.
Fox Man said, I love seeing Aaron Rodgers get hurt last night. I mean, that's sick and sadistic, but I get it. I understand. All right, 30 seconds to go. Let's knock this out. Here's the offering plate. Turn up the gospel music. Knock that last 55 out. 30 seconds. Well, 20 seconds. I'm sorry. 20 seconds left to go. 15 seconds. Come on now. Begging all the way to the limit today. 10, 9.
Tiff said he makes me itchy.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if we got there today. Shut down.
And then he takes 2 more minutes to add everything up, so it gives 2 more minutes to donate.
With 20, that gets us down to 40. And Fauci's Pangolin with 5 says, I want to stay in the White Horse. The White Horse? The what? Oh, White House. White House. All right, $40 away. Let's go refresh all the
The 5 doesn't count. He doesn't count 5s. He doesn't count 5s. He goes, the guy who gave us 20 got us down from 55 to 40. So he only counts 15. He's back to only counting YouTube's cut. And then the guy gave 5. He took nothing off for the 350 he gets for that. Holy shit.
Forms here. See how close we got. Off we go. All right. $40 away. That means that we are doing the half hour of overtime, but if we don't knock out that 40 during overtime, we will have to go back to the music. So we are going to have to do...
So he does it again? If he doesn't make $40 in the next 30 minutes, he goes back and does another offering plate at the end to make sure it... We got to make sure the show ends awkward. We have to make sure the show ends awkward. Holy shit. Holy shit. He had a big contributor passed away. They're going to give they were going to give a give bag of $250. Yeah, what the they're always doing some scam. They're always doing some fucking giveaway scam. I really, it's insane. It's insane. Thanks to everybody who gave a super chat today and gave a donation today. I did get a couple of Venmos. Thank you very much. Voice chats, gifted memberships. I can't thank you enough. I'm not going to bother adding it up. Who cares? But it's insane. I didn't know that he now goes back and does another begging segment at the end of the 30 minutes if he doesn't hit that. I really didn't know that. And also I knew he didn't count $1 and $2 towards the goal because after, what's he going to do? Subtract $1? He now does not subtract anything from the goal for $5. When people donate $5, he gets $3.50 of it. He's like, well, that's not enough to move the goal. It really is ridiculous. So he was 55. He got a 20 and a 5, and he moved the goal to 40. So he got a 20 and a 5, and he took 15 off the goal. And now the goal's at 40. And it's not like it's not like he sees 6 or 7 of the $2 come in and goes, oh, we'll knock 5 off the goal because we got a bunch of $2 donations. Nope. He wants you to forget. He hopes you forget. And now he's back to slyly, when he does his math, subtracting out that YouTube 30% again. For a while, they were counting that. So, Aaron, I hate to tell you, buddy, this counts as not hitting a goal. This counts as not hitting a goal. You can say you hit your goal. You can say, whatever you want about that kind of stuff. But when you have to do 2 beg segments about it, wow, I just got 2 more Venmos. Thank you. I haven't even looked. I don't know what they're for. Thank you very much. It doesn't matter. I appreciate you supporting the show. But I can't believe you ruined your show on a down note. You're in control of it. You're in control of it. Just have a good time. I feel like absolute dog shit. We've done over 4 hours today. But this fuzzy math you're doing, I don't know. I don't know if you're retarded. I don't know if you think April's retarded. I don't know if you think Johnny Crutches is retarded. I don't know if you think your audience is retarded. I guess you do. Otherwise, you're high on cigarettes. Am I right about it?
Your manner is most unbecoming of a gentleman. Would you be high on cigarettes?
I don't know if the comedy hasn't hit them yet. They're full-blown retarded or just high on cigarettes.
A question posed to stupid hoes who don't get it yet. Excuse me, miss, are you high on cigarettes? I don't know if the comedy hasn't hit them yet. They're full-blown retarded or just high on cigarettes. All the laughter that you dig, boy, if you listen to the show, boy. Patrick melting faces have you stacking that low point. It's the low point, not the reason. The reason is fucking gold. Gonna make the taco pony party be a party of soul. Gonna make you vandalize a van with a pedal sticker so bold the family probably get arrested before they get down the road. Or stupid motherfuckers just got NL loaned. Other radio shows are straight bitch mail prone. Talk shit on the youngins that nobody like past. Have my homeboy lame prank call him fast. Have him thinking that he hates him like right before he berates him. And the way that he baits him, put him right on blast. Like Patrick is an asshole and his show won't last. And every time I call, then he treated